Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the United Stand. This is the big one. It's Manchester United against Barcelona in the Europa League. Are you ready for this? Last week was such a fantastic game, wasn't it? It's probably one of the most enthralling Manchester United games I've watched in a long time. And I think tonight has that capability. And I think it will. I think it will deliver. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. And I can't wait to see how it pans out. Team news is out. Probably not really that much of a shock. As you can see, it's on the screen there. And as you can see, if I pause it for you so you can hold on to that for a little bit longer. Let's have a look. Man United. There we go. Home team take and paused. Lovely stuff. So Manchester United, there it is. Team on the screen. Rashford, well, let's start off with the start. So you've got David De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka at right back. Varane, Martinez, Luke Shaw. I'd say that probably is our best back five at the moment. Fred and Casemiro, I'd say that's our best midfield at the moment, whether you agree with it or not. And then you've got Sancho and Bruno and Weghorst and Rashford. And it's interesting, isn't it, what it says there? Will it be Bruno out on the right-hand side with Rashford up the middle and Weghorst playing at 10 again? I thought that works reasonably well in Barcelona, but didn't work very well against Leicester at the weekend. But look, I don't think we can be unhappy with that team. I'm relatively happy with it. Jordan Jones, thank you very much for the super chat there. Sorry. Welcome to the Members Club. Roddy, welcome as well. I'm happy with that team. I'm happy with that United side. I think it's got everything you want in it. I would have liked to have seen Sabitzer. I wouldn't have been bothered if Delo had played at right back. But I'm happy with the team. I think it's exactly right, and I don't have any problems with it at all. I think you could, as I said, you could make a few changes if you wanted to. But ultimately, I think the only big one for me was whether he went with Sabitzer or whether he went with Fred. I think we know that Erik ten Hag is capable of just dropping in a player that he really wants to play, and he could have played Sabitzer, but at this moment in time, he prefers Fred. I'm not going to say I would have played Sabitzer, because that would be disrespectful to the manager who's been bloody fantastic. I would like to have seen Sabitzer to start. I would concede that, but Fred in a game like this. I mean, look, I say in a game like this, I think we're trying to find an excuse for Fred starting over Sabitzer. There is no game like this. It's the biggest game we've had in years. He's gone with Fred over Sabitzer. That's what he's decided to do. That's what we're doing. I think if Eriksen was fit, Fred would be on the bench. And look, let's hit it straight away. Let's hit it straight away. Let's hit it head on. I think if Eriksen's fit, he picks Eriksen over Fred. So obviously he feels that Fred is better than Sabitzer at this time. Any word on how many levers Barca have pulled to pay off the refs tonight? Says, I really hope we don't get any bad refereeing decisions tonight. Fernando says, a strong side to be fair, but I'll be looking forward to seeing Sabitzer pairing up with Casemiro, says Fernando. Robert, welcome to Members Club. And Mark, I haven't been this excited for a match in a while. Rather have Sabitzer, but who am I to question Ten Hag? Let's go, says Uhtred. And I agree. I completely agree with that. I think you're absolutely spot on with that. Who are we to question a manager that's doing a bloody great job? So look, and also substitutes might become part of this game. Maybe you use Fred to be, aggressive. Heaton's on the bench. Delo, Lindelof, Maguire's back. Malacia, Mainu, McTominay, Palestri, Sabitzer, Anthony's back on the bench. Alanga and Garnacho. So lots of options on that bench. Sabitzer's there. Anthony is there. And then obviously defensively we're very strong as well. So a very, very strong Manchester United lineup, and we're sort of getting to the point now where we do have the team that we want to see, bar injuries, I think. Brooks White, thank you very much for subscribing, for becoming a member. Let's have a quick look at the Barcelona side there on the screen for you. So Barcelona lining up with ter Stegen, Araujo, Sergio, Lewandowski, Christensen, Kessie, Roberto, De Jong, Rafinha, Koundé and Baldi. Some people were saying that Ousmane Dembele might be involved. Absolutely not. He's not going to be involved in this game. Still injured. But we do have, it's still a good Barcelona side, let's be honest. It is still a good Barcelona side. They are missing people like Gavi and Pedri, Ousmane Dembele. But at the end of the day, we're also missing Eriksen. We're also missing players as well. So I'm not really interested in injuries. If you want to start talking about fairness, we should actually have a lead in this going into this game. So, look, at the end of the day, I don't want any excuses tonight. I just want to see two very, very good footballing sides with enormous history and status go head-to-head in Manchester, and let's see what happens. First-time member from Seattle, Washington. Love the show, Mark, says Jordan Jones. Been watching for years, absolutely buzzing for the game. Well, look, if you're not fortunate enough to have a ticket, let's try and create some community tonight, like last week. I think it's going to be good. Runner says, hoping the lads don't get too excited. Mentality in this game is key. I think Varane said that, didn't he? You know, we can't let the atmosphere control us. We've got to be focused. And buzzing for the game all day, hoping for a win, then a walk down Malahide Beach with a few cans like you in '99. That's Paul. I wish I was with you. Nothing sounds better than Thursday night late down Malahide Beach having a few cans with you, although that sounds very sus. But you know what I mean. Nothing like that. I've pinned it in the live chat, by the way. A few people have been mentioning it. This has been out for a week or two, but mine arrived today. So we've got we've got some fantastic merch that you can get your hands on. We've got the Butcher. We've got all sorts of stuff. We've got some classic old stuff as well. But this is a brand new design. And how coincidental that mine arrived in the post today on the day of his birthday. Now, I wasn't brave enough to go with yellow. The yellow one is absolute fire. You can check that out through the link. We also do it in red, black. This is a navy blue one. I think we do a green one as well, which is really nice. Goldbridge likes navy blue, you know that. So I've gone with that. But that's for me. This is up there with the Butcher. This one, and yes, let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do tonight. Casemiro on his birthday, and we're wearing the top. Come on. Actually nervous for the game. I'm hoping for the best. I'm not nervous. I love these sort of games. This is what we love football for. I bet this game will be more exciting than whatever Champions League finals is going on. Says Sakin. Hoping the boys are ready at the start of each half. Can't afford any lapses in play. Says Andrew. Big up to the channel, Mark. It keeps me going. Come on, United, get the win. Says Rob. Hope you're doing well, Rob. And these are the matches I saved my paid time off for, says Joel. Exactly. Absolutely fantastic. No away goals do not count, Baz. This is the one. This is the one we've been waiting for. Old Trafford's going to be rocking like a rocking horse. It's going to be electric. You won't need to charge your phones tonight if you're in Old Trafford. Just hold it in the air, and if you've got 50%, it'll be up to 100% in no time, because you can charge your phone off this atmosphere tonight. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. 12th man. Yeah, we need it. But I fancy us. I do. I'm going to go 2-0 United. I really do fancy Manchester United to get the result tonight. I think everything suggests that Ten Hag will get this right. Everything suggests that we're focused. He's got options on the bench. You know, if somebody like Fred has a bad game, you take him off and you bring Sabitzer on. If Sancho's not quite ready, you take him off, you bring Anthony or Garnacho on. If Wan-Bissaka is struggling, you take him off, you bring Delo on. There are options on that bench that there wasn't in the new camp, to be honest. So I think we're ready for this. I really do. Nick says, I'm watching from Hawaii. Haven't been buzzing like this for a match in a while. Come on, United. Mark, you promised to wear the Frankie de Jong shirt, says Marcy. You know what? I was, but when you've got a choice between Frankie de Jong shirt or this, well, this is the one that we bought instead of Frankie de Jong. So I'm wearing this, man. Mark, so yeah, that's my decision. I'm buzzing, says Govind. I think the fact that Casemiro and Sabitzer haven't played together may be the reason he didn't start them, but I trust Eric. Let's go. Need the Frankie Goes to Manchester shirt for today. You called it months ago, says Neil. 9 months ago, I did a super chat saying my girlfriend was pregnant. Your reply was, hopefully it's your kid. Turns out it's not my kid. Jinxbridge. Laugh out loud, says Javi. Nice joke. Hi, Mark. Currently in Dublin. Where should I watch the United game? Also, can you call my friend Ryan a Pratt? Well, you're leaving it late, Mark, and I've not been in Dublin for about 6 years, so I don't know where to go and watch a game. Sinnott's, under St Stephen's Green, is a sports bar. I used to drink there. There is a sports bar, or there was a sports bar in Temple Bar, but it's very touristy. I think most pubs will have it on. There's some cracking little pubs. O'Donoghue's just off Merrion Row. Tiny little pub. They'll have the football on. There'll be loads of pubs, mate. Would you rather... Harry Lemon will have it on as well. Would you rather today's match be guaranteed win or the grand final versus Newcastle? Can only choose one, says Bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not choosing one win from the next two, Broken Pig. That's not happening. We're winning them both. It's funny, though. Newcastle are doing all their prep now. We're playing Barcelona and they're doing all the little videos and we're off to Wembley and all this. You know, their cup finals started already. Didn't know we got West Ham just before Liverpool. Was looking forward to break for our players. Nope, it's relentless, Saka. Every 3.5 days we're playing games ever since Christmas. Crazy schedule. I'll pay extra for that top you're wearing, says the genius knows. If you want to get it, links in the live chat, or just go to United Stand Spotify. It's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. It's been out for 2 weeks and mine only came today. It's a lovely one. I do like the yellow one, but I think I'd look like I don't know what I'd look like in a yellow jumper. It's not a joke, I swear. I'll find the clip and send it to you, says Javi. I'm not saying it is a joke. I'm saying you're telling a joke. There's no way that you told us that your wife was pregnant 9 months ago and now you're telling us it's not yours. Come on. We're not fell off a Christmas tree. No Filter says, when this tie got announced, I was nervous because of our situation at the time. But now I'm glad we've got this incredible matchup. Thank you very much. And Mark, I think Fred is more suited for this game because of man marking. So Sabitzer will be more suitable against Newcastle because they might sit back, says Pranav. Yeah, well, look, you know what? I don't think Ten Hag has thought of it like that. But if Sabitzer starts on Sunday and Fred starts today, I'm happy with that. But I don't necessarily think that will be the case. How he rotates a team from Thursday night to Sunday afternoon is going to be a real challenge, especially when you're playing on the Wednesday as well, and then you've got Liverpool after that. But tonight's about tonight. Sabitzer and Anthony to come on after 60 minutes, says DC. And the living room in Dublin is a great place to watch it, says Keith. There you go. There's your shout out. Volk says, it's my birthday today. To Mark. Casemiro masterclass incoming. I think they will fear. I think there's one player in the Barcelona side to fear, and that's Lewandowski, because for me he's the best finisher in the game, and I've played the game, and I think the best player on the pitch is Casemiro. I think when you've got Casemiro in your team, we saw it in the Champions League final last year. I know Courtois played well, but he was brilliant in that final, Casemiro. Hi Mark, United versus Barcelona. It doesn't get any better than this, except it should be in the Champions League. Let's go United to Scott. Well, it will be in the Champions League. We're both going to be in the Champions League next year. Barcelona are comfortably top of their league. They will be in the Champions League, and I reckon we will be as well. I really, really do. Lissandro's back as well, says Mario G. Let's not forget, when we're looking at that team, Lissandro plays, which means Luke Shaw can play at left back, which I think gives us more going forward. I like Malacia, but I think that Luke Shaw gives us more going forward. And the racing guy is on about the Butcher as well. I think that's a big positive for us. When are you going to see a game in Old Trafford, says Pablo? Does it really bother you that much? I mean, I'm not really going to spend any more time talking about it. It's one of the most boring conversations I ever have. What I do is up to me. And I bloody love to be there tonight. But can I just say that we've got nearly 30,000 people watching. So this is I wouldn't say this is my job, but going and watching Man United is absolutely fantastic. And I've done it plenty of times through my life. But we started something here and it's still going and it's getting bigger. And you know, what you're going to do if I go and watch Barcelona play? Go and watch some of the cheap imitations. Come on, there's a quality of service to be provided here. Dan from Stoke is here tonight, boys. Goldbridge, you're losing tonight for all the banter you gave me. I'm still from St. Lucia, you prat. All love, Mark, says Dano. Dano, look, I'm here for the banter, Dano. I'm here for the banter. I'm fully aware from social media that there are a lot. They're not even just Barcelona fans. They are Real Madrid fans. They want Barcelona to win tonight because they know what's going to happen if they lose. I'm going to be all over the fact that Barcelona are top of La Liga, knocked out by Man United, who are third, and the Premier League is better. But to be honest, on a serious note, I couldn't give a damn about that. I really couldn't. All this is about tonight is Man United winning. Hi Mark, I'm the longest member. You're not. 22 months is not the longest. And my nickname in school was... yeah, okay, we're not reading that. Busquets has boss midfield against us in the past. I hope it's not the case tonight, says Abhishek. Well, this is why, tactically, I don't know what anybody else thinks. That's the 11 next to my finger there, which you can't see. Let's bring it in. Come forward, go back. I hope Weghorst isn't playing as a 10. I thought against Leicester, it didn't work. And I think if you get it wrong against Barcelona, it could be a big problem. I personally tonight would like to see Sancho off the right, Rashford off the left and Weghorst up front with Bruno in behind. I don't think we will see that though. I think we might see Weghorst at 10. Love the fact that we're more excited than tense while facing a quality side like Barca. Loving every single day of the Ten Hag era, says Nish. I just can't wait to get this game up and running. I don't know about you lot. I just can't wait to start. I'm so... Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of trying to, keep it in third gear, but the revs keep going up. I'm just so ready to get this game up and going, because if it's anything like last week, and I think it will be, and it could even be better than last week, that game was just so intense and enjoyable to watch. And I think that, you just want to get going, because that 90 minutes is going to be a slog. And yeah, bring it on. I was hoping to see Kazi Bitzer, midfield, says Jim. Hopefully Fred is on his game tonight and cleans the sloppy plays. Look, the thing about Fred is, we all know Fred. He'll always give 100%. He'll either be brilliant, crap, or average. And you basically roll the dice. And what we need is Fred from Spurs a few months ago. We get that Fred, we'll win the game. Because Fred on his game is remarkable. Fred off his game is a problem. Fred average will be all right. Big up, Mark. Been great being here for such a long time, says Man United Hodge. Up the Reds. Hope we can get through tonight. Thank you very much, pal. Big up the Reds. United 2-0 win for me, says Kanishka. Why aren't you wearing Frankie Goes to Manchester? Because I'm wearing the best midfielder on the pitch. Casemiro. I was going to wear the Frankie t-shirt, and then I thought, no, he doesn't play for Man United. He blew. You blew it. You blew it. You had your chance, and you blew it. Get out. We've got Casemiro now. Jack Strand is a member of the chat. He's a legend of the chat. He's just gifted 10 United Stand memberships. Big up to Jack. Joshua Bowater's in the house. Here he is. He says, been watching you for years now, Mark, and in all that time, this is probably the most exciting business end of the season we've had in all that time. Up the Reds. Bring it on. Hello from Alabama, says Pierce. Can't wait for the match. Let's get this massive win tonight and beat the Geordies at the weekend, says Pierce. When's the Europa League draw, if we go through? Is it tomorrow? Or do we have to wait a little bit? I presume the Europa League... When is the Europa League draw, if we go through? There's a good question. Some people aren't lucky enough to get to games. I know I can't afford a season ticket, so big shout out to you for creating this community, says Lee. Thank you very much, mate. Sabimiro, surely, says Thomas. And can you remember the last time a United team was so outspoken and confident in themselves? This team is extremely likeable, and the sense of togetherness feels like they're with the teams and the fans as well, says Class. Yeah, there's a change coming at Manchester United. What time tomorrow? 3:20 in the morning. Okay, apparently there is a draw tomorrow at 12:30. Rest in peace to Motti, says Steve. Yeah, look, we mentioned it this morning. I'm devastated to hear of the passing of John Motson. The voice of football. The voice of football. Who would you send out for a loan next season? Ahmad, Palestri, Elanga or Garnacho? Been a subscriber for a long time. Always loved your content. It's impossible, Amith, for me to say that. I mean, Elanga needs to go on loan, definitely. But Palestri, Ahmad and Garnacho, any of those could break into the team next season. I don't think Garnacho's going anywhere anyway. Welcome to the Members Club, Class Y. And hi, Mark. I've been watching from California. Do you favour United to win the Europa League if they win this match? Isaac, I think it would be remiss of me to say we'll win the Europa League if we win this game. For me, it's not about winning the Europa League. It's about a line in the sand, as I described it earlier. That's what it is for me. It's about that. It's about whether we can win this game, whether we go and win the Europa League or not. It does matter, but it's not hugely important. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. It's about beating Barcelona, the best that they've got to offer, the best that Spain have got to offer. It's about beating a big team. Hoping for a great result, says Spooky. The GOAT, Casemiro, I thought about Fred when I saw the jumper. Hope they check the passport, says Kanishka. Of course, Mark, love the community. Been watching since the Van Hal days, says Jack. Thanks, pal. Your community in Ten Hag brought me back my love for Man United, says Frank. Rather watch this than my club PSV. Have you played Hogwarts Legacy? No, Frank, I haven't. Would love to see Wout up front, Rashi on the left, Sancho on the 10. Won't Eric Ten Hag want to surprise Barca? Oh, yeah, he could do that. He could do that. Paddy Power, 14-1, United 3-0 win. I'll have a bit of that, says John Patrick Daly. There you go, he's having a bit of that. So, Europa League draw. And then I'll give you Ten Hag's comments. Thanks everyone who's watching, by the way. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. So, let's have a quick look. The draw will take place tomorrow. 11 a.m. UK time. And left in the draw, Arsenal, Betis, Fenerbahce, Feyenoord, Freiburg, Sociedad, Ajax. Well, and then, I mean, look, if we knock Barcelona out, we've got a very good chance of winning it. We might have to beat Arsenal, but I really, really want to overemphasise that this is not about winning this and we go and start being arrogant and saying we're going to win the whole thing. I just think that this game tonight is about, it's about looking back on this in 2 years' time when we've won the league or the Champions League and going, this was the night where we really realised we can mix it up with the very best. And we have had some results where we've shown we can mix it up with the best. Of course we have, but knocking Barcelona out over 2 legs after the season we had last year, in our first ever season with Ten Hag, would be a huge statement for this team to go out there and deliver. Hi Mark, how do you feel about Busquets being back? Not bothered, Luke. Very good player, but we've got Casemiro. I really don't fear. There's no team I fear at the moment. I don't fear Man City. I don't fear Arsenal. I don't fear Barcelona. We are what we are, and we're on a journey. But on that journey, bring it on. Let's see where we are. How can you say that the Premier League has the best teams when none of the Premier League teams won their games and they struggle to blah 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 blah. Go and watch my video on That's Football and learn. This is our chance to make a statement to the world, Mark. Let's hope we can win it, says Jonathan. Would love to see that. We've done that from Dale. And also, hi Mark, can I shout out to my friend Aidan? He's played the game, says Ryan Roscoe. Thank you very much. I will just answer that Pratt comment, by the way. How can you say that the Premier League's the best league in the world when none of the Premier League sides won any of their Champions League games? Hello. The best league in the world doesn't have to beat people in the Champions League. The best league in the world is decided by the people who watch it. More people watch the Premier League than any other league in Europe. It's the richest league in the world. It's the most competitive league in the world. And to be honest with you, the reason Premier Leagues probably aren't doing that well in the Champions League is because their league is so competitive that it probably takes something out of their game having to play midweek in the Champions League, you know. So I think if you're Real Madrid or you're Bayern Munich, you're playing such an easy league that you're ready for the Champions League. But look, people are confusing the fact that the Premier League is the best league in the world with, well, that means you've got to beat everybody. It's the best league in the world. More people watch it. Stop trying to pretend that La Liga is better than the Premier League when it's not. Simple as that. Ronnie, welcome to Members Club. I think Fred is in because with Busquets in the team, De Jong goes forward and Fred might man mark him. I think that's why Fred is in instead of Sabitzer, says Jim. And hey Mark, you probably talked about this, but what do you think of Xavi calling Bruno the Portuguese guy? I haven't read that. I've heard about that, Ruben. I've heard about that, but I don't know what the context is. Ben Steer, welcome to Members Club. Looks like the way the draw works, we would play one of the group winners conceded. We can't play Arsenal yet, or I assume Sociedad again, says Glenny Boy. Welcome to Members Club Pantels. Thank you very much for that. Plenty of people watching. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. I just want to get Eric Ten Hag's comments that he said pitch side, because obviously we want to add to the drama here. Robin Van Persie said it's just a joy to watch Manchester United play again. Ten Hag, okay, we've got a few comments from Eric Ten Hag coming in here ahead of the game. We will make that rotation between Man United players in the attack, and we've seen what they're doing. Normally Barcelona are very proactive. Barcelona have a high defending line. They give away a lot of space in the defending line, and we have to explore those spaces. On Weghorst, I think everyone can see his stats in all the leagues he was playing. He scored goals, and I'm sure the goals will come. I'm not thinking about that, the takeover. It is not up to me. I have to make the team perform. That is my job. On Martinez, he gives you so much belief in the team, also a fighting spirit, and that's very, very useful. I had a good evening with Sir Alex, which we've heard about as well. So it's there. It's there to be done. It's there to be done. And look, we might be in the draw tomorrow. We might not be in the draw tomorrow, but I'd be bloody gutted if we're not. We need to be careful in the first 10 minutes of both halves. Says Akish, we start strong and we win this, buzzing. We've got to start the game strong. We have to start the game strong. Such a big game. Let me just send this. I've just seen a lovely, lovely picture I've just been sent there. It's not porn. It was a picture of Sir John Motson from the press box with a candle, which is lovely because he was a commentator. Very good one at that. Right, we need to be careful. Yes, Akesh, I think you're right. Hi, Mark. Love the content. As a neutral to this game, surely United losing is not the worst thing. Would ease up the schedule for the league. No, I don't want no one special. I don't want to lose. This is not about the Europa League. This is about sending a message. This is about belief. This is about where we are. If we go out in the next round, I don't want us to go out, but I think it's so important that we win this one. Would love a studio watch along with you and another person if United get to a final. All things going well. Let's see how today goes first, says Keith. We can't lose. Either beat Barca or out of this shite competition, says Lee Goldar. Okay. Skeletons is back again. I don't see your point. Streams don't equal quality. PSG has proved that maybe the Premier League teams are all equally bad. I'm not trying to make you mad. I'm genuinely curious. Mate, please don't put in another chat because I feel sorry. It's almost like you're just getting humiliated here. The Premier League is the best league in the world because the audience decides. The audience decides. The Premier League is the most watched league in the world. It makes the most money in the world. It's got the most competitive league in the world. What is it you don't understand that the Premier League... The Premier League is basically the Super League, and that's why Real Madrid and everyone else want a Super League, because we've already got one. We've got a Super League. It's called the Premier League. Jordan, thank you very much and welcome to the Members Club. Hi, Mark. When I get that Germany 2006 red Adidas football in the shelf to your top left, currently blocked by the stats, where can you get it? Probably get it Sports Direct or Amazon, I would imagine. If you take the aggregate quality of each league, the Premier League is the best league for the quality of teams in it, which is why it's watched more, says Jamie. It's just a brilliant league. I mean, look at... I'm not here to talk about the Premier League, but look, you've got Fulham, Brentford and Brighton above Liverpool and Chelsea for most of the season, able to go to any ground and get a result. The competitive depth of the Premier League is better than any other league because we distribute the wealth. And therefore, teams like Brighton and Bournemouth and Everton and Villa can go out and buy some of the best players from the other leagues comfortably because they've got the revenue to do it, which makes a more competitive league. I'm telling you now, Bruno's going to cost us the game, says Jordan. And can you shout out Bryn FC? They're retired FC Lizards, says Ewan. And if you take the... I've done that one from Jamie. Thank you very much. Drink it in. Everyone's nights like this under the lights. Old Trafford is what our dreams were made of. The theatre awaits, says Treble Champ. I love it. Welcome to Members Club Pantels as well. What's with the multiple super... I don't know what that's all about, sacking. And if this goes to penalties, I'm going to have a breakdown, says Joshua. We've never even mentioned the P word, have we? We've never even mentioned the P word. Brian Diaz, thank you very much. Time for a bit of a stretch. Show off my jumper. If you want to get one, links in the live chat or United Stand Shopify, delivered to your door worldwide. That's not why I'm showing it off. I mean, it's a very nice pattern, but I'm actually just giving the back a bit of a stretch because I think I'm going to be quite active tonight. I don't want to see a Pratt referee as well. Oh, that referee last week. Don't get me started on that. I want to see this game won in a fair way. As James said, here's hoping for a good game and result tonight. La Liga is tennis. How is he? Will Garnacho come off the bench? I don't know, Jesus. I can't answer these sort of questions. And by that, okay, I can't talk about that. Mr. Wu is very nervous for the game. Sing a song, says Divya. I promise the chat, if we win tonight, you'll get a bloody good rendition of I go do, push pineapple, shake a tree. I go do, push pineapple, shake a tree. To the left, to the right, jump up and down. I'm full of nervous energy, but you will get some Agadoo tonight if we win. That might make people not want us to win, but we'll have a bit of Agadoo if we do. Yes, it's... I just think it's... and look, let's be honest, there's no disrespect to Barcelona here. There's no disrespect to Barcelona here at all. The reason we're so excited, the reason we're so energised is because Barcelona are a fantastic side with a fantastic history and a fantastic fan base and a fantastic ground. I mean, that game in the Nou Camp last week, the Nou Camp is so intimidating. It is pure intimidation, the Nou Camp. I don't know whether you've ever been there, but it's massive. And we should have won. We certainly didn't deserve to lose, and we didn't. So, look, respect to Barcelona is why this is such a big result, if we can do it. Fred will score and sit you all down, says fullback. Goldbridge and his tartan pyjamas. Can't go wrong, says Joshua Bowater. And welcome to the Members Club, Balaz and Brian Diaz. Thank you very much for your super chat there. And Jordan, welcome to the Members Club as well. What did you put on your cornflakes this morning, says James? Pure excitement. And that's not a drug, it's a feeling. Yeah, just these are the games. These are the games. This is what it's all about. We're only here once. Enjoy it, you know. And look, I think the most exciting games, if I'm honest, I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win. I think we'll win 2-0, but I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to win, because the most exciting games are the one where there is that possibility that you lose. The most exciting games are the ones where you're like, this is a good team we're playing. This might not go well. That's what makes it so good. Pacey and Alexi, thank you very much for becoming a member there. Barca failed in the Champions League. Fight is over, says All in Flames. And 2-0 is what I've gone for, yeah. Mark, check your Instagram. Sent the DNA test, says Jav. Oh, you're worrying me now. You're worrying me. Hi Mark, where can I get the sweater? Says Sean Life. If you check the top of the live chat, there's a pinned link. You can click on that, or you can just go to the video description. United Stand Spotify, United Stand Shopify on Google search as well. Wow, in a couple of days we can win over Barca and get some silverware. Been waiting for this so long. Feels like we're back, says Pontus. I don't even want to think about Newcastle yet. From tomorrow we think about Newcastle, but for tonight it's just the biggest game we've had in a long time. Yes, the thought of beating Barcelona and winning a trophy is fantastic, but tonight it's all about Barcelona. It's all about being ready. We've got to switch on. Ten Hag or Xavi? Well, I'm not getting rid of Xavi for anyone, Johnny. Me and my mum Sharon are fans of your show, huge fans of your show, and you're so excited for tonight for a win, for a bit of agadoo, says Ryan. And Skeleton says, I'll debate you any day, truly. If you want to get smoked, just DM me on Twitter. Have a good game. Hope you win, says Skeleton. Yeah, can you tell me what YouTube channel you've got that that you're even worthy of a debate with me? I mean, come on, mate. You've embarrassed yourself, and now you're basically asking me outside for a scrap, aren't you? Scrappy do wants a fight. Why would I debate you on something there's nothing to debate about? Is the Premier League the most watched and got the biggest revenue in the world? Yes. Why is that? Because it's the best. Bye. See you later. Shut the door on your way out and don't forget your coat. Agadoo. Scooby-Doo. Love the energy, Mark, says Munoz. And don't mind me, Mark, just doing a little of Vlahovic scouting before tonight's game, says TJ. And I'm so... Abby, come on. Do you think Anthony gets a chance? I do. I think Ten Hag's a massive fan of Anthony. And I do think that he will be involved. Yes. I think there's a live presser tomorrow as well. Okay, sort that out as well. Mark, what are your thoughts on football being called soccer? No interest. Stop trying to drag me down with irrelevant comments. I watch a lot of... I'm not talking about that. Jackie says, did you hear about the player that went from La Liga to Spain's third tier, joined his boyhood club and paid for his own transfer? Nope, I didn't. What are you drinking tonight, Mark, says John? I've got a few things. Can I get a Scooby-Doo, says James. Well, you just got one. And there was somebody who said they did a super chat that I missed, so I'm just trying to get this going. Ten Hag or Xavi, we've done that as well. Okay, that's fine. 25 minutes to go before the start of this game. Who's excited? I'm overexcited, to be honest. But I'm fine. I'm pacing myself. I hope you are as well. Get ready for this. Manchester United need to win. Well, a few people just asking about Anthony. I'm sure Anthony will come on because Ten Hag really likes Anthony and spent a lot of money on him and obviously knows him from his Ajax days. But I don't think there was any prospect of Anthony starting tonight. I mean, he's not played for a few weeks. I don't think he was ever going to be starting the game tonight. And I don't think he should have been starting the game tonight. Sancho, Bruno, Weghorst and Rashford have done very well in Ten Hag's eyes. So why would he just bring Anthony straight into the team? I don't think that was ever a prospect, to be honest with you. Decoy says, Alanga, Scott, Maguire, Bissaka, Donny, Twansebi, out. De Jong, Sabitzer, Kane, Mitoma, Dumfries and Timber in it. He's just having a chat about transfers, his old decoy there. Thanks for that. Hello, Mark. Love watching the show. Greetings from Redondo Beach, California. I'm excited for this one. Nice. I mean, look, people all around the world, let us know where you're watching. I feel like either we're going to smash them or they're going to smash us. Won't be a dull game. In Ten Hag we trust, says Grant. I remember him saying that and your reply that hope it is yours and then being happy for him, says Ronnie. Okay. There's a debate going on here about something. I don't know. Sancho has to get back and defend, says Daniel Lynch. Got people watching from all over the place. Australia, Canada, the Bronx, New York, Palm Beach, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Sweden, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Got it completely wrong. Mark. Oh, here we go. I'm not reading it anymore. You're ruining my mood getting into something I'm not really interested in. Watch the video on That's Football. Nobody wants to have a conversation with you about the La Liga or something like that. We're 23 minutes away from one of the biggest games of our season. You're not popping the balloon. Mark, Snap Rhythm is a dancer or Gala Freed from Desire. I like Freed from Desire. Yes, definitely, Ben. Only Fashion Bridge would combine tartan pyjamas and a shirt jumper combo. United stand always setting the trends. What a legend, says Alexander. I'd wear this down the pub. I'd be happy down the pub like this. Love from Seattle, Mark. Let's go. Casemiro and Varane should score, says Sakin. And would you like Militao this summer, says Brian Diaz. I mean, it's not going to happen, but I would welcome another centre back at the club. Yeah, definitely. How do you look 40 and 14 at the same time? And Matias is watching from Sao Paulo, Brazil, near Casemiro's birthplace. Haven't been this excited or nervous for a game in years, as it's a duck. Not even the few finals we've been in have made me feel like this. I'm saying 2-1 United. Let's go. Thank you very much for that, mate. Much love from Reno, Nevada, says Noah. Thank you very much for that. And even without Pedri, Gavi, Dembele, that team is still good. Yeah, but, even without this, without that, what we've got no Eriksen, no Martial, no Eriksen, no Martial. I was nearly said Donny, but people would just laugh at me. The reality is Barcelona pulled more levers than a bloody pinball machine last summer. We can't be feeling sorry for them for having a couple of players out. Total annihilation tonight at Old Trafford, 5-0, says Aaron. To United. More love from Seattle, says Tegren. Weghorst will score the winner, 2-1. Come on, visit Seattle and I'll buy you some drinks. Thank you very much, pal. Alphonse, thank you very much for your super chat. Please do the Gary Barlow voice, says Alex. Gary Barlow will be out if we have something to actually celebrate. Let's be clear about that. So let's have something to celebrate before we start talking about Gary Barlow voices or anything like that. We need something to celebrate, don't we? You can have a bit of Sean Dyche. If I was the manager tonight, I tell you what, I'd be hitting Weghorst. The thing I like about Weghorst, and I actually think I bought him. Wood has got 1 W, but Weghorst has got 2. So I thought I was going to get double the goals, but it didn't work out, and I got the sack. But long balls to Weghorst. What do we got? What have we got? We've got a cracking game for you. That's what we've got. We've got Manchester United. Simon, what have we got? We've got Manchester United against Barcelona. Who are you going for, Simon? I'm not even going to wait for your answer. I'm going Manchester United. I've got my yellow tie, my Audi, and my cornflakes of crunchy nut variety. Manchester United all the way, Simon. And I don't care what you've got to say. Because, you know what, Simon? You'll just come out with some elongated big words that no one knows because they didn't go to private school. Manchester United to win. 2-0. Thank you. I am getting a bit... I'm using up energy here. I need to conserve it. This is what happens. This is what... I'm a warning to the players. Don't start burning all your energy up on the... On before the game started. United winning and the Stretford end taunting De Jong. Make it true, guys, says Steve. I played the game, says lovely bit of squirrel. Watching from Malaysia, this will be a cracking game, says Maximus. Did you look at Cafu scoring Gary Neville today? It's really funny. Come to Seattle, says Sakin. Benny has done an awesome job with our strikers, and I'm watching from South. He has, Blaze. He's done a great job. Absolutely great. Scott says, got my 94 shirt on for this one. Can't wait. Watching from Sydney. Love the channel. Says Scott, thank you very much. Mark, I've been watching since quarantine in 2020 and watch every day. You're a legend. Up the lads. So are you, Joey. You all are. We're in it together tonight. Can you do Frank Spencer? No, Ben, but I know who he is. Can you do Ten Hag? I can't do Ten Hag. All I can do about Ten Hag is tonight is a big game, and we go in to win, and the crowd is going to be really, really important. That's I can't do Ten Hag. He does do that though, doesn't he? He just talk and go. Bosnia-Herzegovina loves the United stand. Says Alan, thank you very much, mate. What's your thoughts on the confirmed plan for independent football regulators? Says Joel. I was going to mention it on a video, and then I was like, nobody bloody knows what they're going to do. It could be a completely political ploy and with no teeth, or it could be, a game changer for football. We'll have to wait and see what's in the pudding. The proof's in the pudding. What's your thoughts on the... I've done that. Would have loved to be at the stadium tonight, working my way to being a doctor at the Premier League maybe next year. Says Suradeep. Thank you very much, and good luck. Isno says, let's do this thing. Glory, glory, Man United. Shout out to Nano, please, for good luck. Rashford to star. And Aaron Fitz, welcome to the Members Club. And the feel-good factor is great to see. Might be Europa, but United versus Barcelona feels every bit as big. Hopefully it's a night to remember. Hope this is a catalyst. You win these games, you knock Barcelona out over 2 legs, and it's not a trophy, but it is a step forward. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Please do subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We are on the road to 600k. I don't think we'll hit it tonight, but we're not far off. We're currently on 592,300. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with the United Stand. You're all very, very welcome. We're live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10 o'clock. Obviously, all the watch-alongs. You can do your match reaction, match ratings as well. Thomas is watching in Gibney's Malahide. That's your favourite. Put me on speakerphone. Put me on loud. Shout out to Gibney's Malahide. I used to drink there 20 years ago. What a pub. Do you still have the bit outside? Do you still have the old man's bar? And then it goes down the side to the bit outside, and then there's the back bar. That's what I used to love about Gibney's. Saturday night, the courtyard be rammed. And you'd find a house party to go to, and it'd be great. Hi Mark, have we wished Casemiro a happy birthday? Says Ishmael. Is it Phil Jones's birthday as well? Okay. Isn't Ten Hag clever by playing mind games for the Sunday game by not starting Sabitzer? Says Philemon. Well, I don't know whether that's happening, but best way to stop skeletons debate is if you took Real and Barca out of La Liga. Would you still watch it? No, you wouldn't, Reese. Exactly. Has there been this much buzz around a Europa League game in the competition history? And it's only to get to the last 16. Big game, big team energy, says Sean. Turner. Hugh says, thanks for discussing mental health earlier in the week. Very important. You did wonders for mine, especially during lockdown. Hope you're feeling better. United we stand. 3-0 United with Rashi and Weghorst. Hugh, thank you very much. Really appreciate that, and I hope you're doing well. Look, I think if United are going to... whether United win or lose, if we score, Rashford's going to score, isn't he? TUS, United Stand has more live fans watching than City has in real life. Let's go United, says Sakin. And Carrick, I used to manage Man United, says Giovanni. Gadicki. Hi Mark, which player from Barcelona do you think we need to watch for? It's my birthday today. So it's Casemiro's as well. Lewandowski. They've got some good players. Have a Budweiser and some snacks to calm your nerves, says NA. Thank you very much. Lewandowski is the player for me. Because I think the problem with Lewandowski is in a tight game, half a chance and he can finish it. So they have got good players, but I think that in fairness, Dembele's better than Rafinha, and Xavi and Pedri are better than anyone who's coming in to replace them. So Lewandowski's the one. Defensively, they are good defensively, Barcelona, but interestingly, he's playing their best defence tonight. Last week, he changed it up a bit. What's better, Goldbridge ball or Fergie ball, says Shady? Well, Fergie ball's a reality. Goldbridge ball is just a figment of people's imagination. Sabotage, he says, just worry about Wan-Bissaka back post marking when crosses come in. We've not even spoken about Wan-Bissaka. I think he deserves to start. I prefer Delo, but he deserves to start. And he's the one. in the driving seat at the moment. We're from the LA Red Army. Love all your work and everything you do. Haven't been this excited in years. Let's go United, to Stephen Lopez. Thanks, pal. Hi, Mark. Greetings from Uganda. Say hi to my wife, Kate, and my daughter, Melody. We're all watching, says Anthony. Big shout out to you all. And when is United Stand making their own football team, says Joe. We've had our own football team. It was good fun. But, you know, I thought you knew something then. I'm going to stay quiet. Come on, United, and viva Ronnie Pickering. Oh, Ronnie Pickering. You what? I'm Ronnie Pickering. You what? I'm Ronnie Pickering. Just search it. It's hilarious. Come on, United. I can't speak. I can't speak. Come on, United. And, yeah, Rashi to score, says Dale. We've only got 14 minutes to go. I feel like I need to do a bit of running on the spot again. Got to get rid of some of this nervous energy. Come on. I bet you're all feeling like this. You're not laughing at me. This is real. This is real. It's, you've got to pump it up. Bam, 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 bam. I was looking at the crowd. They need to be jumping. Come on. They're all just stood there like that. You've got to pump it up. Pump it up a little more. Get the party going on the dance floor. They are. There we go. They're singing a bit now. Come on, lads. And ladies. They're all there. They're all there. I like to lead the country. All desire, all the home that I've made. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, this is the one I'm waiting for. If you've ever been to Old Trafford, you'll know. If you know, you know. Prabhu, welcome to the Members Club. Junior, welcome to the Members Club. And also watching from Atalanta. Nervous, but I believe our boys will shine. Ten Hag lied that he's not a magician. He's got Harry Potter working out, says Carlos. Max has gifted 5 memberships. You're a legend, Max. Thank you, Max. Thank you very much for that. Waiting for this all week. Can't wait. Let's go. Love the content, says the social media mix. Thank you very much, pal, for being a member for 18 months. And Jitesh, welcome to the Members Club as well. Can't wait. Absolutely can't wait for this. Lovely stuff. Shout out to my partner Owen, who loves your channel, says Dan. Shout out to Owen and Dan. Thank you very much. Well, maybe Dan doesn't like it. So much excitement in the chat. So much excitement in the chat. The only thing missing tonight is Champions League music. I feel 25 again, worrying about a skull tackle, says Nick P. It's tense. It's tense. And the winner takes it all. The loser's standing small. Beside that victory, that's our destiny. I've played all my cards. Mark, I've played the game. Have you played the game, says Lazy Parker. I've played the game. Can you sing This Is The One? I've just done it, Luke. You've just missed it. You've just missed it. Trash is going to name his firstborn Eric if we win, boy or girl. Let's hope it's a boy. Jackie, welcome to the Members Club. Dale says, Mark, do you know there's a hit song in South Africa called Shabobo, dedicated to Benny for scoring 1 through Schmeichel's legs in '98 World Cup? Benny sings there too, says Dale. Nice one. I didn't know that. And Junior, welcome. Thank you very much for your super chat there. Don't forget to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. The crowd has asked for the music to be turned off 15 minutes before kickoff, Ash, and they've asked for that on purpose because they want to get the crowd, you know, up and run. They want to pump it up. Basically, they want to pump it up. My captain, Bruno, to have a better tonight, says SLJ. And welcome to the Members Club, Celia. Great to see all the badges in there. Thank you very much for your support. If you are a member, you can do that by clicking the join button. What's the starting lineup? I'm sorry that the stats carousel has not been going round. That is my fault, and I appreciate the reminder. Your lineup is on the screen there. So Fred is in, Sabitzer out, Sancho is in, and it's Weghorst, Bruno and Rashford, with obviously Martinez back and Luke Shaw shifting to left back. That is your United team. Welcome to the Members Club, Jim. Don't forget, our Stats Carousel is sponsored by OneFootball. The QR code in the top right-hand corner, you can scan that to download it for free, or you can go through the link in the video description. OneFootball for all your latest breaking football news, and it's got a really cool feature. On a game like tonight or any other game, you can click on players individually, and it will tell you their individual stats. So it's really good. It's free to download. It's on Apple and Android. It's free to do it. Give it a go. Big shout out to OneFootball. And obviously that live stat thing will update. That will update as the game goes on. The players on the screen is not just their lineup. If someone scores, they'll get a goal on their shoulder. If they get a yellow card, they get a yellow card on their shoulder. If they get a red card, they'll become a little bit invisible because they're not on the pitch anymore. And if someone comes on, they'll have a red arrow underneath their number to indicate they've come on. I told my girl if she wants kids, I get to pick the name. And if it's a boy, I'm naming him Zlatan, says Kyle. There you go. How come La Liga players never do well in the Premier League and not the other way around? Yeah, we always have more teams in qualifiers as well. Pratt, says Mario Franco. And Carl got total today. Need a Rashford hat-trick and a Goldbridge Scooby-Doo to turn this day around, says Benny. Well, as long as you're safe, mate, that's all that matters, isn't it? Hi, Mark. Greetings from Poland. My girlfriend Anastasia is new to football and wants to pick a team to support. Which one should she choose? Adam, there's only one team to choose. Manchester United. Gallery, thank you very much for your super chat there. And Demon says, at Old Trafford, absolutely rocking. I don't know whether that's true. Because I don't know. Every time at Old Trafford, I have to use a carrier pigeon to send a message. It's crap. But I don't know whether you can send a message or maybe you've got the code for their secret Wi-Fi that they have or something. But yeah, I find it bloody horrible to send a message when I'm at Old Trafford. Maybe it's got better. If you call your boy Scooby-Doo, he may hit you, says PC. And can you do an Ollie impression, says Ashley. I don't know. We don't need to bring Ollie. Love you, Mark, and the show. Thanks for always providing excellent content. Let's get United, says Tiny. So I'm hearing, Simon, Slow Sports News here. Start the Audi tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Manchester United, if they win tonight, Manchester United, 11 o'clock tomorrow. I'm hearing this now, Simon, will be in the Europa League draw. And then tomorrow as well. Listen to this one, Simon. You'll love it. Manchester United, Newcastle United, Carabao Cup. Press conference with Erik ten Hag. Tomorrow, lunchtime. There you go. If we lose, are you in? Oh no. Tiny says, if we lose, I'm uninstalling Twitter. I just go to bed. I just go and watch Clarkson's Farm. You know, I'll just get. I'm not bothered. I am bothered, but you know, La Liga fans. Darren from Stoke, Steve from Norwich, James from bloody Bournemouth. Have that Goldbridge. La Liga's better. La Liga's better. Oh, go for a swim in your messy kit. He doesn't even play for you anymore, you prat. Which goalkeepers could replace De Gea? Not from Premier League, says Blaze. Not interested. Not interested in that sort of conversation tonight. Erik ten Hag just said on Dutch TV that Weghorst will play at 10. I hope it works then, Otto, because I'm not a big fan of it. Per-Erik Klaassen he is class. He is a legend. He's just gifted 20 United Stand memberships. Big up, Per. If you have a bright idea, Mark, it's a Marky Sparky, says Just Kelly. And can you do an Ollie impression? Ajit says, Mark, here with my boy Mason. We live and breathe this club. Thanks for your content, says Junior. Big up to you too, pal. We've seen it all. We've won the lot. We're Man United and we're never going to stop, says Wayne Finnegan. And Mark, do you think Casemiro was a blessing in disguise, getting a red? Most important player now, fresh and ready to smash Barca and bring the trophy home on Sunday, says Daniel. Thanks, pal. Well, look, I'm wearing the jumper today. I'm expecting MOTM from the CDM. 5-star Casemiro. If you want to get one of these, by the way, brand new design, United Stand merch, links in the live chat, pinned there, or go to United Stand Shopify on Google or any other popular web-based browser. We do ship worldwide. Score predictions. Get in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm thinking 2-0 to Manchester United because I've been thinking that all along. 40,000 legends in the chat. 6 minutes to go until we kick off. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? I'll never hear anything, but I know you're all saying it. Alexa, play Pump It Up. It's time to go. I love your show. This fixture has got to be the biggest one in Europa League history, says Adil. Mark, 2-1s, lots of 2-1s, a couple of 2-0s. Just looking at the other scores out there. Salzburg 1-0, Ajax 0-0 with Berlin. Fiorentina are 4-0 up against Braga. Shakhtar 2-1 up against Rennes. The Red Pants are back, says Lloyd. They're on and in the Stretford end. Let's go. Old Trafford is bouncing. Lloyd's got his red pants on. We're going to win. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. You did trigger my Alexa, says Lucid. Lovely stuff. God bless America's team, says 703. And I've set off a few Alexas. There we go. Alexa, what's the quickest route from Manchester to Barcelona? Because they're heading to the exit door. Get out. Get out. What about the England women's team? Third cup in 12 months, says Radical. Yeah, big shout out to them. Good luck, says Sad. Thank you very much. Well, the players are in the tunnel. We're ready to go here. Hi, Mark. Will you be watching the Women's World Cup down here in Australia, says John. I'm sure I'll catch some of it if they do well. I'm not going to do any more Alexas. That sounds wrong as well. All the players are coming out. The crowd is erupting. They're ready to go. I just saw Pete Boyle in the background. If you know, you know. That's where he sits. We're good to go here. We're good to go. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the United Stand community. Remember, after the game, we'll have the player ratings where you can vote for your player ratings. Get involved in that in the second half. But we're ready to go here. We're ready to go. And I tell you what, I've enjoyed that last hour, but I'm ready to. Oh, look at the Barcelona fans with a few flares. Oh, you've got smoke flares. Oh, yes. Oh, we're so intimidated bringing your La Liga, your La Liga fandom to the Premier League. Get out. We ain't worried about a bit of smoke. You want smoke? You're gonna get smoke right up your arse. This is it. We're ready to go. I like the flares, actually. I've got to say, I like the flares. I think they're atmospheric. They're not intimidating. They're just European. They make me. They remind me of a European night. They're all shaking hands here. I wouldn't do it. If I'd do a Roy Keane, I just wouldn't do it. I know that referee. I recognise him. I don't know whether he's good or not, but I do recognise that referee. We need a good ref tonight. RH14, thank you very much for becoming a member there. Also, Eddie Harrison, you're a legend. This has been one of the most exciting seasons in years, says Jack. Have to say, United are class act and truly the best at it. Let's go United. No, Mark, thanks, Jack. Really appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. James says, can you give actual updates tonight? Oh, mate, it's United Stand. That's football. I'll start talking about Lilt having their name changed, but not tonight. This is it. This is it. I'm going 2-0. Sabitzer should be playing as our number 9, says Mitch. Well, Alexa, play all the people who played me, says John. Okay. Alexa, play Agadoo. That's a good one for you. It's smoky, but we are good to go here. Oh, yes. Come on. Bloody love football. Love football, me. Bloody love it. Saturday afternoon, get that ball out. Couple of jumper goalposts. Let's have a kickabout. Get out. Get in. It's time to win. Let's do it. Let's take this opportunity. Let's get Barcelona out and us in. I mean, I don't really care about the Europa League. I've got to be honest. It's more about the statement. I'm here to make a statement. That's what I'm here to do. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. We're about ready to go here. As I move to night mode, I'll be able to read better. Where's my timer? There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Breathe it in. Energy. NRG. That's what we need here. United will go down the table soon. Just you wait, says Roderick. Swivel on it. Swivel on it, you negative prat. We're not here for any of that. If you don't like Man United, go and watch bloody EastEnders. Go on. Get out. Get out of my club. Here we go. Rashford's about ready to start. Referee's got red socks on. Do not like that. Straight away, that's going to put me off. Why is he wearing red socks? Because we're wearing black socks. He is going to really mess with my head. That is going to mess with my head. Red socks on the ref. Right, Bruno is playing off the red, off the right, and it looks like Weghorst is playing as the 10. Sancho off the left. So yeah, that's how we're going to go. We got it right on the starting lineup, but I'm confident. You know what? Thogden messaged me earlier and said, "Are you not worried about Lewandowski?" I said, "With our defence, dream on." Barcelona on the attack here, though. Come on, get a bit of intensity going. That's it, Rashi. That's it, Rashi. Get him up. Get him up. What's red shoes, no pants, Christian? No, there used to be this thing. I don't think it's sexist, and I don't think it's rude. They used to say red shoes, no knickers. I didn't. I don't know where that's from. Some perv, I think. But that could mean a man. Fans allowed. Travis, I told you it's going to be electric. Love the energy mark, says Plum. I do know this referee and I don't know why. I mean, obviously it's from Champions League or something, or maybe the World Cup. But Luke Shaw's just done Koundé. Ten Hag got a smile on his face. Just gone up to the... He's like a guy in the pub who's just bosses the pub. He's just gone up to the linesman and gone, "All right, mate. Don't you fuck about." 6-0, says Hamish. I think Koundé's all right. Martinez has hit it long. I think he's hit it long to go back to Barcelona. Oh, bollocks to that. Fair play bullshit. It's the first couple of minutes. Didn't see any fair play last week. Fucking, I want to give him the ball back. Sod that. Get a bit of momentum going. Did you notice Eric delivered them by returning Rashi to the left, says Christopher. Nice ball out. Bruno's got loads of space. Shoot, Bruno. Bloody shoot. Oh, he's bloody missed it. He's hit the bloody keeper. What a chance. What a chance for Bruno. Casemiro shoots with his left foot. He's got to score that. I thought he would score that. And it's a great save by ter Stegen. It's a great save by ter Stegen. Oh, what? It was a great pass. Whoever hit it, and a good cross into... I tell you what, Bruno there could have thrown his body at it. It's Casemiro with the pass. And I think Bruno from there... I mean, to be honest, to be fair to Bruno, that angle's difficult. There's not a lot to aim at. I wouldn't say it was a sitter. I wouldn't say it's a definite goal. You'd want him to score it, but from the angle, he's quite wide. I don't think it's a definite goal, but it was a big chance. What a ball by Casemiro as well. We've started off well, says Jim. Yeah, Barcelona just having a bit of the ball here, but it was a great chance. Come on, you Reds, says Liam Gray. And now it's Barcelona to shoot, and it's over the bar from Rafinha. We need to keep making chances, Alex. Rashford would have scored that. Yeah, but Rashford's one of the best finishers in the game at the moment. And I think Rashford would have finished it. He'd have hit it in off the far post. But look at the angle that Bruno has. Hits the keeper's leg. I mean, keeper's done really well. He's positioned himself well. He's covered the angles. Nice ball by De Gea out the back there. I want to see good distribution tonight. Casemiro, that's it. Lovely ball there. Sancho. Garnacho haircut is so sexy, says Nana. Oh, bad ball by Wan-Bissaka that. Come on, let's not be loose. Let's not be loose tonight. Let's get these passes correct. Weghorst is actually playing through the middle. Sancho is playing at 10 at the moment. Bruno's definitely playing to the right, and Rashford seems to be more at left wing at the moment, so keep the eye on that. This was the ref from the final of the Champions League. Good. Good pressing by Man United here. Varane, lovely. Wan-Bissaka, Bruno, Rashford, bang! Free kick on the edge. Oh, it's blatant. Get out. What's he going like that for? It's a blatant free kick. Ah, look at him going like that. What are you smoking, ref? What are you smoking, ref? It's a blatant bloody foul. What a prat. Oh, we've got another ref on the payroll. Bloody great. Check his bank account. We're playing that game again. Absolute twat. How is he not given a free kick? He doesn't even touch. He fouls Rashford. He doesn't touch the ball. This is what you're up against. This is what you're up against. I'm Ronnie Pickering. Ronnie Pickering. Good start, though, from United. 5 minutes gone. Good intensity. Good energy. Good start. Could have been 1-0 up. Bruno had a good chance, but I thought the keeper did really well, to be fair. Come on. Come on, lads. Come on, close him down. Yeah, you ain't... Lewandowski. Blah. Get back to Bayern, you prat. Varane's just done here with a body swerve. Good. I tell you what, I'm liking the passing as well. Fred, come on. Calm down. Should be using De Gea there, Casemiro. You can't play a blind pass. Here's De Jong. Good tackle there by Wan-Bissaka. Well, Barcelona want a foul now. Go on. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Have a look. Have a look, Aaron. Here we go. Bruno. Let's have a look. What we're doing. Oh, come on. Don't be lazy with the pass. Baldy's just bullied you there, Bruno. Don't let him bully you. He's barged him off like a bully. Seven minutes gone. Barca starting to settle into the game with possession. We passed it around quite well. Mark, have you ever seen the 2021 series, The Window? It's about football. Would recommend if anyone wants some insight into the dark side of football, says T2. TT. Bruno's not locked in yet, says Ta. Well, I'm glad that Weghorst is playing up front. I would not like Weghorst at 10, so I'm glad about that. Daniel's done the wheel. Right, Wan-Bissaka, he can't go to... That's a good ball. Casemiro. That's a foul. Come on. Give him a yellow card for that. Filthy. Could have killed him. Shoved him over, look. Kessie. That's a terrible foul. Should be a booking. That's a yellow card for me. That's a yellow card. It's a bloody disgrace. Right, this is a chance for Luke Shaw. Weghorst, get your head on it. Ash, thanks very much. Luke Shaw's on this free kick. Bruno's going to whip it, though. It's a long way out. He's just going to angle it towards the edge of the box. Bruno with the cross, not great. And comes to the edge of the box for Wan-Bissaka. Now Casemiro to Sancho. Got to get Sancho on the ball. Lovely ball by Sancho. Wan-Bissaka is not left-footed, and that's why the cross was crap. Did well. Got to a good crossing position, but he ain't left-footed. Beats his man well. Powerful, but cross. Don't start Paul's talking about red cards. I never even think about that. I don't think I've even thought about a red card in a game like this, you know. Oh, Baldy's really... That Baldy's doing well at the moment. Oh, Fred's. He's... That Baldy is starting to dominate Bruno a little bit physically. He sent him back to Sporting there, and then he skipped past Fred as well. And Fred's just had to give a free kick away in quite a dangerous position. Don't know if anyone has mentioned it, but we can't afford extra time with the magnitude of James' games coming up, says Robert. Well, you don't want extra time, of course you don't, but we can't, beggars can't be choosers. That should have been a yellow on Fred. I probably don't agree with you, actually. I probably agree with you, but it wasn't a yellow. Doesn't look like they're going to shoot. Looks like they're going to put the cross in. I thought it was probably shootable, but Rafinha is having a look. Don't fall for it, David. He's pretending to cross. No, he's not going to shoot from there. He has put a cross in. And that's well defended again by, I think it was Casemiro. Nice ball by... Nah, that's a terrible ball by Fred. Dreams can come true. 50,000 people watching. It's a big game. That's why. It's a big one. We need to go all out for Osman and maybe a centre midfielder, says Ray. Let's deal with this first, Ray. Mario G says that Baldy looks good, even though he's a younger, technically. He is good. I was surprised he didn't play against us last week, actually. He's better than Alba, I think. To be fair to Xavi, I used to refer to him as one of Barca's small Spanish guys, says Alligator. And thoughts on Pope out for the final, says Noob. I'm not talking about Newcastle. It's the biggest game at United in years. I'm locked in on this, I'm afraid. Can't talk about anything else. Any other topic is like someone walking in on an important game and saying, do you mind doing the shopping tomorrow, or have you put the bin out? Look, now is not the time to talk to me about that. I'm locked in on this. Barcelona with Araujo plays it forward into I think that's Kessie. Nice movement, but Casemiro. This is why I'm confident about United. It's not just about the attack; it's about the defence. Although well done Martinez, and he's late. Give him a yellow card for that. Roberto. Nah, I don't think the ref wants to book anyone. Hi Mark, sorry if this is a dumb question, but when people gift memberships, how do we get one, or is it assigned randomly? It's assigned randomly, Sebastian. I don't think that was a yellow card for Roberto, really. I think he's legitimately gone for the ball. He sent Sancho off to reform as a 10. Good start, says Noah. And Mark, can you give big shout out to my brother-in-law, Paddy? Lost his father last month. He's United true and true, says Junior. Big shout out to Paddy. Let's hope we can get the result, eh? Nice ball out wide to Rashford. Take a touch. Lovely touch. Here we go. Here we go. He's out on the wing. Look for a pass. Good play. Wins a corner. Even with a loss, I'm happy with the progress, says Christopher. So United with a corner here. Luke Shaw swings it in. No, he doesn't. He goes short to Fred. Back to Luke Shaw. I don't think Luke Shaw was expecting that. Yeah, that definitely didn't work. Fred swings it in. Headed away. United says ISO. And Barcelona clear. Fennick can feel an early goal. 13 minutes have flown by, haven't they? Nice ball out to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side here. Into Marcus Rashford. Again, I think Rashford... I mean, you almost can't criticise Rashford because he's scoring so many goals, but I do think he holds on to the ball too many times. Sometimes there's a pass and he doesn't play it, and I think that was one of them there, trying to skip past players all the time. But that's what he is. That's the form he's in. But yeah, going back to what I was saying there, I mean, Barcelona have had 65% possession at Old Trafford. Time flies when it's good football, eh, says Paul O'Connor. And, hi Mark, I'm watching from South Africa. Could you call my brother Cashmill a prat? Says Nichelle. And the ref is Leandro Trossard's brother. He does look like him. That's it, Ryan. That is exactly it. He looks exactly like Trossard. Yeah, possession for Barcelona. Look at that, 65%. You can see it there. And that's a nice ball into Kessie, back wide. Cross comes in, and Wan-Bissaka on the back post. Wasn't his fault this time because Varane took responsibility. He's given a bloody penalty. You fucking idiot. You can't wait to give one, can he? I told you about this bloody ref. He's given a penalty. What did I say about the ref? What did I say about the ref? Couldn't give it quick enough. What an absolute prat. Couldn't give it quick enough. Could not give it quick enough. Absolute twat. There's no way that's a penalty. Absolutely not. He barely touches him. That is not a penalty. In any other league, that is not a penalty. He's grabbed his arm. There's no power there. He's not even, there's nothing there. There's just no power on it. There's no way he's pulled him over. That is a fucking stupid decision. I'm not having that. I'm not having that as a penalty. It's bullshit. That is never a penalty. He's hardly touched him. The power in that's like a butterfly's fart. There's no power. That is never, in the Prem, never gets given. Fucking referees again. Last week, last man, Rashford gets taken down. Play on, play on. This week, Bruno brushes against the player. Red, penalty. Fucking joke. Absolute contradiction. Absolute hypocrisy. Oh, that is just rubbish. I'm telling you now. I get the red tinted glasses. I get the fact that people hate United and they want us to lose. But that is the softest penalty I've ever seen. It's stupid. Absolutely no power in it at all. You can't give a penalty because someone touches someone's arm. You can see on the replay, there's no grab. He just touches across it. You know, a grown man doesn't go down because somebody touches their arm. Bloody hell. He gave him a job on Hollyoaks. Actor. Bad actor. Chris Rock stayed on his feet and he got slapped by Will Smith. That guy's just gone down because someone touched his elbow. Bloody joke. Absolute joke. Lewandowski won't miss this. De Gea's not great at penalties and Lewandowski's the best finisher in the game. Absolute farce. Oh, and De Gea got a hand on it, but it goes in. Get out, you cheating bastards. Another ref on the take. Another ref on the bloody take. We've been scammed. We've been absolutely scammed in these two games. Never a bloody penalty, and we didn't get the red card last week. Absolutely. Barca, what is it? UEFA Lona. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I'm not having a penalty for United. I tell you what, if that goes on at the other end, I say I don't want it. The game's gone. That's bullshit. You don't get a penalty for that. I've got nothing to say. I've said it. I've said it. I've said everything I want to say. Look at Xavi as well, how smug they are. They're just such a bunch of bloody divers. They always have been. They don't even feel any guilt because that's just the way they play the game for years and years and years. They know they've got the ref on side. They always have. Ask Chelsea bloody 10 years ago at Stamford Bridge. They take them with them in their bloody luggage. Home and away, they've got the bloody refs on bloody tab. Oh, fucking stupid. I'm sorry. That's a foul on Luke Shaw as well. Not given. I can't even do a poll because it's a United channel, so I think everyone's going to be on my side, aren't they, that it's not a penalty. But I can't get into a debate about it because I know there's plenty of rival fans trying to wind us up, so I'm just going to move on from it. But never a penalty in a million years. It's not a penalty. Look, there's no power. There's no power on it. There's no power on it. You don't fall over from that. It's a dive. Barcelona paying refs since 2008. Absolutely joke. It's not even hidden. Well, there's plenty of time for us to get back into it. We righted the wrongs last week. We're going to have to do it again. Is that the weakest penalty call since VAR has been introduced? Struggling to think of a worse one, says Matt. I've just tweeted it there. Anyone who thinks it's a penalty is just an idiot or doesn't like United. Because anybody who thinks that a grown man falls to the floor because someone touches their elbow, this ain't one of those adverts that you see on Facebook of the guy who's some sort of martial arts expert who can just touch someone and they go down. This is real life. People do not go down because their arm gets touched, their elbow gets touched by a hand. I mean, this is basically what Bruno does. Even if there's force there, which there isn't, he's just gone like that across his elbow. I'll tell you what, Bruno should take up a job as a martial arts expert, because if he can put a man on the floor from that, Conor McGregor's got nothing on him. Bruno should be in the MMA. That puts a man down now, look. Oh, look. Absolute ridiculous. It's a dive. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a dive. And anyone with a brain knows it's a dive. This is the worst European officiating I've ever seen in my life. Terrible, says Daniel. What a disgrace. Never a penalty. Seriously need to look at these refs, says Luke. Man United fans calling Barca cheats, says Tyrrell. Not a convincing pen, but still enough to trick De Gea. Poor keeping, says Rash. And worse than the Sociedad one, says Stones. It's Europe all over again, mate. In the Premier League, that's not a penalty, and that's why the Premier League's the best league in the world, because we might have shit refs, but we don't give penalties away for these stupid. The reason we're playing this game is because of a stupid fucking handball against Martinez against a La Liga side, and now 2 weeks in a row we've been done playing a La Liga side. It's not a joke. Hi Mark, with you mentioning about rival fans, would it ever be possible to make chat members only for watch-alongs? Might stop the toxicity, says Josh. Yeah, well, we're thinking about going to members only, but I don't really want to do that. United need to switch on here, though, because Barcelona have started off quite well. Is this the same ref when we face Villarreal, says Lee? I don't know. I thought I knew who this referee was, but I think I actually just thought it was Trossard. Ref must still be on Barca's payroll. Absolute joke. Can't let this game run away now. Let's get it, says Jay Harris. Someone check that ref's bank account, says in my defence. It's just it's a total dive. And I don't even blame the Barcelona player, because that's what they do. But the referee's a bloody idiot. This is up there with the feeling of the Nani red card versus Madrid. Deja vu, disgrace, says Simon. We'd have won in the new camp if it wasn't for dodgy refereeing, and we'd be 0-0 here if it wasn't for dodgy refereeing. I mean, it's because the Premier League's the best league. Everyone's bitter about it, so they try and undermine it. But look, we've got to move on. They've given it. They give it against Sociedad as well. He's desperate. Every time Barcelona lose the ball, he's desperate to blow a foul. Bloody ref, says Nick. It's not Trossard's brother. It's actually Trossard with 8 hours sleep. He's taken up refereeing and bantering us, says Nick. A give over. We've been crap. Bruno, Fred and 2 others are liabilities under pressure. It was a penalty. Won't be shocked. No, it's not a penalty, Darren. Sorry. I won't entertain it. I normally entertain something, but I'm not entertaining that. I've never heard such bollocks in all my life. A grown man going down because someone grabbed their elbow. Come on. And it's not clever. It's a dive. You know, some penalties are clever. That's not even a penalty. It's a joke. Absolute joke. Seem to have lost our heads a bit. Yeah, they're letting the injustice get to them, Ernest. This is the problem. Look at him. He's having a chat with Xavi now. I love you. I loved what you did for Barcelona. If you fancied coming round our house anytime you like, I'll cook. You're welcome. I'd rather not, but cheers. Ten Hag got booked for that last week, by the way, complaining. Fred. Oh, fucking hell. Let's go, Barca. It's happy hour in Stoke, says Dano. Here we go, another stupid free kick for a shoulder barge. Hi Mark, same ref from Villa, real game. This is Grant. Luke says the commentators on the Barca bandwagon. He's given us all the little ones now to fool people into thinking he's being fair. Won't give us the big calls though. Disgrace. Ten Hag's having a pop at him. That should be offside. Well played, Martinez. And he blocked it. And there was an offside as well. Thanks everyone who's watching, by the way. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Another injustice for the second week in a row against Barcelona. Who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought it? You know what pisses me off is that was the softest penalty I've seen. No man goes down because their elbow gets touched. Last week, in the Nou Camp, Rashford gets body checked to the ground. No foul. Would have been a red card. It's the hypocrisy. In the same tie, a penalty's given for nothing, but last week, a red card doesn't get given for a worse foul in a one-on-one. It's just the injustice. And it's not a coincidence. This happened to Chelsea bloody 12 years ago. I'd get Fred off, Jamie. Every time he loses the ball, take a shot. We'll be drunk by half time. Yeah, I don't think Fred's having a good game. It's turning into... It's very scrappy at the moment, and it's playing into Barcelona's hands. Lee says his Wikipedia has been updated. He's been paid by Barcelona to give them every decision in the Europa League tie versus Man United, says Lee. It's drifting, though. It's drifting. This is why I didn't feel bad for UEFA Lona these past 2 years. Diving cheat, says Nemanja. Danny says you're acting like Bruno wouldn't go down. Look, I've got no problem with Baldy going down. My problem is the referee is a twat. Like, I don't care. If Bruno goes down in the second half and wins a penalty for that, I will tell you that's not a penalty. I'll take it. I've got no problem with Barcelona wanting a penalty for it. It's not a penalty. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter if it's for Man United or not. That's not a penalty. That's just never a penalty. You don't want... It's so obviously a dive. You don't fall over because someone touches your bloody elbow. You know, when you're on the tube tomorrow and someone touches your elbow, you're going to fall down on the... Oh, my God, he touched my elbow. And everyone goes, bring the police. That's GBH. I've had that happen to me before. I was walking along the street and someone touched my elbow and I fell over. Rubbish. Sonic says it's a hard job to beat Barcelona and a referee. Second week in a row as well. BT Sports ref agreed it was a penalty. Oh, Kenneth. Peter Walton by any... Pratt Walton by any chance. It's the same referee as the Villarreal final, says Nicola. I don't think it was Nicola. It was Nicolas. Thank you very much. We have to let this galvanise us, as you said last week, against the world mentality can be very powerful, says Alec. Yes. Barcelona have played the game, says the Inquisition. Look, there's an hour left in this game. If we go out, it won't be because of a dodgy penalty. It'll be because we haven't been able to respond at Old Trafford. Cross by Bruno, by Fred. Keeper punches it away. And now, Martinez. Give him some help. Thanks everyone for subscribing, by the way. We're only 10 subscribers away from 593,000. Thanks for getting involved. It's the same ref as the Europa League final against Villarreal, says MT90. Who would think the team with ref allegations against them get calls from the ref, says Main Man. I just think it's ridiculous that the two games we've played them, there's been two massive decisions go against us. The red card that should have happened when Rashford was knocked down by the last man. And then a soft penalty. It's just... It gets to a point when you start going, it's not going to equal itself out, is it? That's always the argument. Oh, well, it'll equal itself out. I don't think it will equal itself out because it's 2 big decisions in 2 games. Wait all week for a big match and have to watch this ref shit, says Daniel Lees. And are people forgetting that football is a contact sport? Ridiculously penalty decision. There, says Max. Thank you very much. Oh, just need something to drop here. In honesty, though, I did call it. You know, people might want to take the piss out of me because it's a penalty, but to be fair, from a tactical point of view, I did call it. I said Baldy is getting the better of Bruno. And what the penalty, whether it's a penalty or not, and it's not, it still comes from Baldy getting the better of Bruno. And that's been happening all game. So is Bruno off the right-hand side actually working? I don't like Bruno off the right-hand side. I really don't. I'd rather he's playing at 10. So for me, Anthony, second half, get him on. If he's fit, get him on, because Baldy is having a very, very good run around of Bruno at the moment. Sancho at 10's not working, says Mo. Well, I think with Sancho as well, there's no guarantee that Sancho's back. You know, he's had a few cameos where he's looked good, but he's never had a good, you know, he's never looked like he can play 90 minutes yet because it's a long journey back. Is it the case of referees from other European leagues have a softer standard? Yeah, they do. They do, hey, they do. You're right. You know, we have a... We saw it against Sociedad. That penalty was not a handball, but in Italy, apparently they do give it. I'm not bloody singing a song at the moment. I'm not happy. I'm Ronnie Pickering. Pen was bad, but Man United not looking sharp is worse. Well, this is the thing, Michael. We need to move past it. You know, there's 10 minutes to go to half-time. There's another half. It's at Old Trafford. We've spoken about the atmosphere being important, but the players at the moment, they don't look on it. You know, it's got an ominous feel to it at the moment. For me, the midfield's just not right. What would I do? I mean, look, you're never going to make a change now, and he might not do it at half-time, but for me, Sabitzer needs to come on for Fred. That's not working. Barca are playing their actual starting defence today. What a difference, says Michael. That's way overhit by Sancho. I mean, that's just not... This is the problem with Bruno on the wing. If that's a pacey winger against De Jong... I mean, Frankie de Jong has just beaten Bruno Fernandes for pace on the right wing. It's not a bad ball by Sancho. It's a breakaway ball, but it's Bruno against Frankie de Jong. He's not quick enough to play on the right wing. It's in a game like this, he's just not quick enough. Weghorst out by half-time, Anthony in. This is Christopher. Yeah, well, Weghorst is a passenger at the moment. He's in the graveyard shift, but he's a passenger. It's a good ball. Come on. Come on. Attack the space, Wan-Bissaka. Where are you going? Back post. Bruno, lay it off to Rashi. Sancho, let it go again. Let it go again. Casemiro. Oh, come on. Here we go. Flip him in. Oh, come on. Good ball by Sancho. Fred onto the roof of the net because it was a crap cross. Sorry, I'm confused. Isn't football a contact sport? When the heck did a shoulder barge be a foul? Shoulder to shoulder, touch a man and it's a pen. There is no consistency. It's not even a shoulder barge, Luke. There's not even a shoulder barge. He touches his bloody elbow with his hand. I didn't even know Sancho was playing the last half an hour. Why don't we just move Sancho and Bruno now, says Uncle Drew. And Weghorst is the real-life version of trying to play football in a dream and your legs won't move, says Kevin. Now, you ever had that in a dream? I have that all the time. Ever in a dream and you can't run? It's very frustrating. Or you can't talk. Very frustrating. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Barcelona leading. Manchester United need to get back into this game. Can't rely on goals from Rashford forever, says Daniel. Look, there's a way back for United. I'm unhappy about the penalty, but I'm also of the opinion that you can't lose 1-0 because of a dodgy penalty in the first 20 minutes. There's plenty of time left. Plenty of time left. We can't let Barcelona score the second goal, though, because it'll be over. Slide, Fred. Oh, fucking slide. It's a 50-50, mate. You're not on a yellow card. I need a stretch. Their left back's the difference at the moment. And it's right. It's happening right in front of Ten Hag. Ten Hag's on that side of the pitch. He should be able to see it. Well done, Casemiro. That's a lovely ball to Rashford, you know. Come on, Rashford. Have him on toast. Come on. Rashford up against Koundé. He needs to find a pass. It's... Oh, De Jong's read you like a book there. It wasn't De Jong. It was Araujo. Whatever. How do you pronounce his name? Is it Araujo? 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 I don't know. Good player, anyway. UEFA officials, absolute joke, says Bradley. Bruno wasted on the wing like we did with Mata, says Griffin. Go on, Sancho. I can see what Rashford's trying to do there, but you can't do that little give and go because Weghorst isn't quick enough. Fred, that pass by Fred there, he's bloody lucky Varane reads it. That's a shit pass. That's a hospital pass. That could have led to a goal. You don't pass it blindly like that across, you know, like that. Terrible pass, but we got away with it. Poor ball by Casemiro. Passing's not been good tonight. Weghorst isn't sluggish. He's slow. He's not fast. Look at the passing from Barcelona, though. Very confident. And then I jinxed it. It worked. Martinez. Oh, Sancho, you've got to put your foot in. That's a 50-50. You've got to put your foot in there, mate. You can't. That's why at 10, for me, Sancho's got a lot of work to do. Because on the physical side, he's got to put a foot in there. You can't play like a winger when you're number 10. You can't go, oh, I don't fancy putting my foot in. You've got to put your foot in at number 10. It's a combative role. It's too bloody easy for Barcelona at the moment. Sluggish. Come on, lads. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sancho, very poor tonight, says John. Just, I think in general, we've been pretty sluggish. Araujo, says Marky. Thank you very much. See, Weghorst there. Look how slow he is. There's just no... I mean, Frankie de Jong is beating Weghorst and Bruno for pace. That's going to have to change. That's no way... Fuck off, ref. Another dive, look. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Anthony's warming up, says Icy. Well, the obvious change is you've got to take Weghorst off, really. To be fair, Barcelona chances, the penalty, says Michael. Yeah. It's a freebie, isn't it? Well done, Luke. Come on, second ball. Fred's playing like he's bloody thinks he's up front. Do some bloody work, mate. That's soft by Bruno. Come on. Come on. I tell you what, De Jong's had a good game tonight. De Jong's had a very good game. Maybe he's sparked by the fact that he knew he could have been here and wants to prove a point. I don't know, but he's had a good game. Oh, we're so soft in the tackle. Well out. Hi Mark, great show, says David Taylor. The wife has just asked me, do the players take their kits home and wash them? I hate watching football with the other half. It never works, says David. Anthony and Sabitz are on for Fred and Harry Potter. Another free kick here, Philip. And we're supposed to enjoy these games even if we do get beat, but it's impossible with refs like this. It's another foul, and it's a silly foul. I think that is a foul by Weghorst, and it's stupid in that position to pull. No, I think that is a foul. You know, it's more of a foul than the bloody penalty. If you want to win things, Fred cannot be a starter. Enough is enough, says Alligator. 3 minutes to go to half time. So free kick for Barcelona. It's probably not a shootable one. I think it will be a cross. But you never know. It's one of those ones where you could shoot. Frenkie de Jong, no, he's gone with the cross. Casemiro puts it out for a corner. We need to dive with any contact, says Jeff. Well, yeah, but the trouble is, there's two problems with that. One, the referee is not there to help United, so we won't get a penalty. Two, can't get in their bloody box anyway. Corner to Real Madrid. Barcelona. Corner to Barcelona here. United need a rocket at half time. Cross coming in from Barca. Get it out. Come on. Go on, Varane. Go on, Fred. That's a good ball. Oh, Sancho. See, if Fred gets the pass right, it goes to a player who's not playing well as well. That rocket name is Alejandro Garnacho, says Cody. Rashford isn't tracking back and he's leaving Shaw exposed with Koundé and Rafinha. I get it's for the counter, but it's very dangerous. He'll have been told to do that, Rubble. Weghorst is too slow for this game. Sancho needs to come off, get Garnacho and Anthony on at half-time, says Kizza. Get Weghorst out of this team, says Lee. He offers nothing. Sorry, but we deserve to lose this with this performance. It's been a... You know what? Penalty aside, Barcelona have done sod all. Right? So I'm not having the whole we deserve to be losing because they're only winning because of the penalty. However, what I will concede is that they have been better than us. And oh my God. De Gea has nearly made the mistake that I would have absolutely gone mad at him for there. I don't know what's happened there, but David De Gea has made a massive mistake. Martinez gives it him back, and I don't know what he's doing there. We're very lucky not to be 2-0 down. I mean, that would have been me turning on De Gea there. I put my hands in the air. That would have been me turning on De Gea there. I don't even know what he was doing. Martinez does really well, and Varane, is it Varane or is it Casemiro? One of the two makes a bloody brilliant tackle. We can't have such little possession at Old Trafford. Sort that out. We may be able to get a result out of this, says Sam. Were European referees this bad when United won in '99? Says Alec. What happens if it's a draw? Says Grant. Goes to extra time. I mean, you've got De Gea doing passes like that. Casemiro, what a tackle that was, by the way. And he blocks it on the ground as well. This guy. Sancho's playing terrible. Weghorst is playing terrible. Fred's playing terrible. You're not going to create many chances when these things are happening. Yeah, I think I've answered all those super chats. Thank you very much for those. One of the worst halves I've seen us play since Erik ten Hag took over, says Caleb. Too tired or something. It's more physical midfield with that Kessian defence. We need to go back to Bruno 10 and maybe even Savitzer, says SK. We're toothless. We're like a bloody basking shark. It's terrible. Weghorst is basically, we're down to 10 men. And I know I like Weghorst, but there seems to be this myth in certain sections of the fan base that he's actually good. He's a Burnley striker. He's a Besiktas striker. He's a Wolfsburg striker. He's nearly 30 and no top team has gone anywhere near him. He's not a hidden gem. He's not a diamond in the rough. He ain't good enough for this level. He's a hard worker. He's a milk monitor. I like the guy. I do. But at this level, against one of the best teams in Europe, he's a non-entity. He's a non-entity, I'm afraid. But United have been shocking, absolutely shocking, and Ten Hag's going to have to do things at half time to change this because we've been really bad. My cousin played for United Academy 8 to 17, then left the club. Underplay how capital Preston, says Alex. Sancho and Wan-Bissaka have been awful. Midfield's getting passed through. Bruno wasteful. Sabitzer on for Fred, says Nasha. Anthony and Sabitzer on for Weghorst and Fred. Both are quicker and better on the ball, says Emily. And Sabitzer on for Weghorst. Move Sancho to the right. That needs to happen ASAP, says Ty. Look, story of the half. Let me just stop the clock. As you can see from the stats on the screen, I want to whack them up first because I think that's the first place to start. Obviously, we're going to talk about the penalty. Look at the stats. 60% possession for Barcelona at Old Trafford's not good enough. But ultimately, it's been a very, very tight game. They've had the possession. They've had more passes. Our pass completion rate is fucking shocking. That's the thing I want to talk about. 72%. That's dreadful. That's the thing Ten Hag will be furious about. Forget possession. Possession will go up if we can pass the bloody ball. 72% possession, 72% pass success rate is bloody rubbish. We've been up into the 80s most games this season, certainly since Christmas. What's going on there? Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Bruno, Sancho, Weghorst, Rashford. The passing's shit. Absolutely shit. And that's why our pass completion rate is 72%. Forget the possession. Maybe Barcelona will always have 60% because that's what they do. But that pass completion rate is a bloody joke and that needs to improve. Apart from that, we should be doing better. But look, they've had one shot on goal. It was a bloody penalty. So let's not pretend we're playing well. We're definitely not. But let's not pretend that Barcelona deserve to be in the lead. They've probably been the better footballing side. But chances-wise, our defence has done very well. We're losing because of a bloody penalty decision, which is shocking. But we can't be defined by that. If we go out 1-0, of course we'll say it's a stupid penalty, because it is. But we've had half of the first half, and we've got all of the second half to get back in and right that wrong. But we're not going to do it based on that. We've got to do a lot better. For me, at half-time, you've got to make changes. Bruno on the right is getting dominated. So you've got to bring him into the number 10, which means Anthony's got to come on. And then I'd put Rashford through the middle and Sancho to the left and take Weghorst off for Anthony. Just jig it around like that. And then in the midfield, the sooner you get Sabitzer on for Fred, the better. Because we need some creativity. And the passing is the problem. You can't create chances with a 72% pass rate. So they're the changes I would make. Sabitzer for Fred, Weghorst for Anthony. Straight away at half-time. I guarantee there's going to be another controversial decision, says Lucas. Playing Ten Hag worked some magic. We're so lucky they don't have all their players, or we would have been done, says TX. And ref terrible, Weghorst terrible, De Gea terrible, Fred terrible. Same culprits. Slick off it. Take Weghorst off and bring on Anthony Sabitzer for Fred, says Aram. This ref will definitely get man of the match for Barcelona. Barca play well for fouls, says Slow Sports News. With this ref, no wonder they're playing awfully. Every time they do something, the ref blows his whistle for them. It's killing morale, says John. We're playing for poor, but still don't deserve to be 1-0 down. Soft penalty, pathetic officiating, somehow worse than a pen ref, says Riley. Right, look, I've had my rant about the penalty. I'm feeling a lot, I'm feeling more focused on the fact that we've got 45 minutes to get back into this. We can't be defined by a dodgy penalty. But, look, I ain't going to run a poll. We're a United channel, and everybody should be United fans saying it's not a penalty. But I'm going to tell you why it's not a penalty. Because the Barcelona player can dive all he likes. Quite rightly, people said, do you think Bruno would go down? Probably. But he would never get a penalty for it, because it's not a penalty. Last week, in the Nou Camp, Marcus Rashford was body checked. Wasn't a tackle, he was body checked. The referee said, get up, no foul. He gets body checked as the last man, and we get told to play on. That would have been a red card. With half an hour to go, we would have won. Play on. A week later, a player's elbow gets touched like that. This is basically what Bruno does in real time. Rubs his arm around his shoulder, around his elbow. He falls over. The referee gives a penalty. I don't care if the Barcelona player wants to dive. That's up to them. But a referee at that level should know a human being does not fall to the ground when their elbow gets touched. And anybody who thinks he pulled him over, have you ever done any level of self-defence or have you ever been on the underground in London? People do not fall over when they get grabbed on the elbow. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So it's a dive and the referee should know that. But there's VAR as well, but they're all in it together. So it's not a penalty, but it's been given, and we've got to get on with it. I don't think it's even to do with refereeing standards. I don't think people can even say, well, in his country it's a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty in Serie A. I don't think that's a penalty on a pub league. I just don't think it's a penalty, but it's been given. And as I said last week, a blatant red card wasn't given when Rashford was body checked to the ground, and the next week we get a penalty given against us for something that's like a butterfly's fart. It's so slow. It's so soft. It always seems to be the same. It always seems to be the same. You play Barcelona and you get dodgy things happen against you. It's almost like you've got to factor that in. You're going to get things go against you. And it's been happening for years. And Barcelona fans can pretend it's not the case, but it is. It is. Mark, do you think if we lose today, heads will be dropped? I think it will have a big impact. I do. I think it's psychologically. You can't build this game up as a line in the sand if we win and then say, well, if we lose, it doesn't matter. I think it's a significant loss. Kula says, you'd be moaning for a penalty if that happened at the other end, getting outclassed at Old Trafford. Yeah, mate, you're winning 1-0. Enjoy it. There's nothing about being outclassed. Look at the stats. They're on the screen. Oh, yeah, we're getting outclassed, mate. It's shot after shot from you, isn't it? Keep paying your refs and you'll keep winning your trophies. You've been doing it for years. Well done. Shame on those fans giving De Gea a stick when made an error, but would have been a hero if he'd saved the penalty. Also, Alisson made an error, says FIFA Crazy. It's what you said, Mark. Sancho doesn't work hard enough off the ball to work as he's not. I tell you what, AJ, he has not worked as. I've watched it here. How anybody thinks you can fall over from that sort of level of contact is laughable. Well, on a positive, it cannot get any worse. Attacking the Stretford end, I think we'll break them at some point. Sancho at number 10 is still in testing, says Charlie Max. Not a game of this magnitude. I don't think Sancho's got the defensive work rate to play at number 10. The reason he got dropped from the team in October is because he didn't have the defensive work rate as a winger. And now we're expecting him. I've always said this. I think when he comes on in the last 20 minutes and we're attacking teams like Leicester, as a number 10, it's fine. But when you're playing Barcelona, you need your number 10 to have some, oomph and defensive work rate. And he hasn't got it. And it's too easy for Barcelona. De Jong's the best player on the pitch for me. I think Frankie De Jong's been the best player on the pitch. The fix is in, Mark. Barca is skilled at wasting time, but their attack is laughably harmless. Haven't heard anyone even question the ref's decision. Had his whistle ready even before the dive. He couldn't blow quick enough for the society. Welcome to the Members Club, Linda. I'm going to tell you something now. I'm going to tell you something now, though. Let's forget about this penalty. It's confined to history. It's gone. It is what it is. You know, Barcelona are leading 1-0. We've not played very well. Second half, we've got this. I'm telling you now, we're going to have this in the second half. Hot take Goldbridge. We're having this in the second half. I firmly believe it. I have to believe it because we're Manchester United. It's at Old Trafford. We're attacking the Stretford end and we've been absolutely shit. So Ten Hag has shown time and time again that he can tactically change a game. We have to do better in the second half. I think we will do better in the second half. This game will not be defined by a silly penalty. We will come back in the second half. I completely agree that it will happen. So much for Premier. There we go. Shut up, mate. It is the same ref from 2021 versus Villarreal. Such disgraceful refereeing. Rashi fouled outside the box at the start and nothing. They get a foul for an itch. They run over us and we get nothing, says the Dean. And getting flashbacks to the Nani sending off against Madrid, we generally get no decisions against the Spanish teams. We need to give everything this half. Nate, that's what we got to do. That's what we've got to do. If we as fans are past the penalty and saying get out there and put a performance in, then the players have got to do it. They've got to. They've got to. We need Sabitzer, says and the team has let me down too many times. I'm getting PTSD, says Robert. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. I do need a stretch. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Remember, this game could go to penalties. This game could go to extra time. I think get at them. Get at them. They've not created anything. They've had a penalty. They've not created anything. And look, they might create things in the second half when we go for it. The game will open up a bit. But we're Manchester United and we're at Old Trafford. Get out there and have a go. Let's go out and have a go. Because at the moment, we're going out on a whimper. Let's go out with a fight. Let's go out with a shout. Mark, can you say happy birthday to my friend? Says Valvi. Thank you. Happy birthday. And who was your friends? I can't see what its name. Would you rather Anthony or Garnacho come on, says Brandon? I mean, to be honest, I think we'll see both of them. You know, Weghorst needs to come off. Fred needs to come off. And I think Sancho is probably going to have to come off. So there's your three. And that should be Sabitzer, Garnacho and Anthony anyway. It was Yokesh. Happy birthday to Yokesh. Both teams have been poor. This is going to extra time. We need to get Rashford in the game, says Akash. Play Rashford through the middle. The ref is biased. I remember it from 2021 final. As soon as I saw his face, I knew he would screw us over. And that was... don't be angry. That Bruno can't make a clean side. Shut up. Gas. Thank you very much. Huge gap in the centre of midfield. Busquets and De Jong controlling things. Get Sancho and Weghorst out, says Aditya. Every game, every time the second half starts, the team starts slagging off. Scared Barca take advantage of that, says Leroy. Mark, honest opinion, what do you think we need to do to change this up? I'm thinking Anthony. Honest opinion, very, very easy. Sabitzer on for Fred. Anthony on for Weghorst. Rashford goes up front. Sancho goes to the left. Bruno goes to number 10. Anthony goes to the right. It's a bit like the game against Leicester. You can bring one player on and change three positions by moving people around. Weghorst is a square peg. He's a waste of time. I like Weghorst, but in a game like this, he's not good enough. Spot on. It's absolutely spot on as well. No need for Fernandes to put hands on him. Never a penalty, but why give the ref a choice, says Kia. And considering the decisions against us in the first half, seeing Xavi argue with the ref like he was hard done by was a farce. Need to brush it off, lads, says Vinay. And yeah, look, we're attacking the Stretford end. We didn't play well in the first half. Barcelona didn't really play well either. We can only get better. Are they going to get better? They're just going to hit us on the break, I think, and try and slow the game down. You've got to take Weghorst off because we're completely blunt. We've got to try and make things happen. Delo on for Wan-Bissaka. Sabitzer for Fred. Need ball control, says Manchild. Thank you very much for the super chat there. United just too slow getting to the opposition. I mean, look, as I said, the stats are there on the screen. Make sure you download OneFootball. Links in the video description, or you can scan the QR code. Get all your latest breaking football news and stats for free on the OneFootball app. Links in the video description for it. It's free to download. But as you can see, 72% possession. 72% pass accuracy is crap. Absolutely crap. You're not going to create chances. You're not going to cause a team any problems when you've got 41% possession and a 72% pass accuracy. It's abysmal. I think Ten Hag will be fuming with that. The quality of the passing has been horrendous, and that has to come down. That's not defensive. That's not on Martinez or Varane or De Gea or Luke Shaw. Yes, they've misplaced passes, but that's on Sancho, that's on Rashford, that's on Bruno, that's on Fred, that's on Weghorst. That's abysmal. We're never going to create chances apart from set pieces with a 72% pass accuracy. I'm starting to go GoFundMe for scuba diving kits for the Barcelona team, says Nihal. I mean, look, in fairness to Barcelona, I think De Jong's been the best player on the pitch. I think they've got Lewandowski, who's one of the best strikers in the world. If they get the second goal, I think it's over. And they've already been given a freebie. So Barcelona at some point will get a good chance because they're a good side. So we better score the next goal. We score the next goal, momentum's with us, and they'll panic. But we've not panicked them. We haven't used this home crowd at all. We've not got hold of the game. You know, the crowd can sing all it likes, and it's been fantastic. But if the team don't get hold of the game, then we're going to have problems. Any idea if refs are scrutinised or suspended for howlers? No, Nishant. I mean, Nani was sent off in Sir Alex Ferguson's final season for a ridiculous red card. That referee has refereed Champions League finals since then. They don't care. The referees always get away with it. Let's get this in the second half. Needing to see some tactical changes like at the weekend. Love to see Sabitzer and Casemiro for 45 minutes, says Jeremy. Still feel confident, says Cameron. I'm going for it in the second half. I think we're going to do it. Barca looked the better team in attack but did not score other than the bogus penalty. Huge second half coming like an Barca. I believe this is going to happen, says Ivan. And Weghorst is off. He's got a tracksuit on and he is off. And that's exactly the right thing to do. Any universe of football, this was not a penalty. This French ref always goes against United. Bring Bruno in mid-Sancho. Anthony in 60. He was scored. He's on already, Mohit. Anthony is on. And I think you've got to make the change. Spiritual Sounds, welcome to the Members Club. Yeah, I'm all for this. It's the right sub. You've got to do it. Thanks to everyone who's watching, by the way. 73,000. Whatever your thought process is, you can't deny, whether you're pro-Barca or pro-United, you can't deny it's an enormous game. It just shows that. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Get involved with the channel. We'll have player ratings afterwards. Right now, if I was doing player ratings, I mean, apart from Martinez and Varane and Casemiro, I'd probably struggle to give a positive one on anybody. Can you wish my son Luke a happy birthday, says Casey. Happy birthday to Luke. Thank you very much for tuning in. Right, Ten Hag looks focused. The smile has gone. We've got to go out there and get at them now. And I think if players don't respond, they'll be coming off. Anthony's already off. Bruno's going to 10. Rashford's going up front. Sancho to the left. Anthony to the right. I like this. Straight away, this will work better. Can you Mark, look like they are there for the taking. We just need Eric Ten Hag to switch it up, says Junior. Thank you very much for your super chats. We're up and running now and the timer is there, 45 minutes and 10 seconds. So this is how I like United. Biggest half of the season so far, says Henry. This is a better balance to me. You know, there's mobility up front, which we didn't have with Weghorst. You know, Bruno at 10 gives us a bit more bite and physicality. I think Sancho's naturally better off the wing. And Anthony back. Look, great opportunity for Anthony. Right wing's his position. You know, against Barcelona. This could be a coming-of-age game for Anthony and the doubters. Offensive flow should be there now, so spot on. Thank you, John Jordan, for your super chat. Sabitzer probably comes on. You can't make two changes at half time. I think I think one at half time's right. Give Fred 15 minutes and Sabitzer comes on anyway. But again, look, it's sloppy. Luke Shaw, he's been brilliant. That first touch is terrible. Bruno. Fred. Yes! Oh, no. Yes! Get in! Fred's 1-1. Have that, ref. Go up to the ref. Fred, bottom corner. Inspirational from Ten Hag not to sub him off. Right-footed into the bottom corner. Have that on your toast. Manchester United 1. Where's the ref? Have that. Have that. Bloody get in. 1-1 to Manchester United. Right at the start of the... Oh, look at Xavi. Someone's shitting his cornflakes. It's 1-1. Manchester United. Get it. I told you. I bloody told you we were going to do this. I told you we'll do it. Brilliant start by Manchester United. Sancho feeds it in. I think Sancho gets the assist. No, it's Bruno. Of course it's Bruno. Bruno into Fred, and he smashes it in low. What a finish. Fredendowski. What a finish that is. He's got a new name, and we're going to tweet it. What a finish. What a finish that is. Into the bottom corner with his right foot. Oh. What? Just love this season. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, well, I did. To be fair, I did say don't take him off half time. You can't make two changes at half time. I said give Fred 15 minutes, see what he can do. And 1 goal in 6 matches. Can I shock you? I like Fred, despite what I said to Steve. Look, Fred's very likeable. Just because you want him to go off, we all know what Fred is. He's either world class shit or average, and you never know what you're gonna get with Fred. But Fredendowski's done it, and it's 1-1. Mark, I bit my tongue earlier because I would have looked like a prat, but now I feel confident saying Fred was not the problem first half, says Chris. Well, look, it's 1-1. Come on. We knew this was going to be a big game tonight. We knew it. They're nervous now. Those Barca fans, they're nervous. Those United haters, they're nervous. 1-1, attacking the Stretford end. Anthony, go on, lad. Go on then. First touch is good. Oh, he couldn't put it across to Rashford. He wants a corner. He won't get it with this ref. He won't give it. He won't give it. Lovely ball. Look at that ball by Varane. Anthony, why? What happened? Oh, good defending by Christensen. No, it wasn't. It was a goal kick, to be fair. Fred, he's our man. If he can do it, no one can, says TJ. Oh, this is it. The game has come alive now. The game has come alive now. We're up for it. The crowd's up for it. And we've got a free kick off the ref. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. Celine Dion. Fred is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Forrest Gump, David, exactly. Oh, come on. There's 40 minutes to go here, and it's 1-1. Nice ball into Rashford. Oh, he needed to lay it off. Lay it off. Lay it off, Rashi. Barca look ragged at the moment. Offside. Told you, says Cameron. Hey, what do you mean told you, Cameron? We're on the same team. I said we're going to do it in the second half at half time. People were going, jinx. Look, all I'm happy about, I think we're going to win this now, but all I'm happy about is that stupid penalty will not define us. If Barcelona go and win the game now and they do it fairly, who gives a shit? Well, we do, but you know what I mean. I don't mind getting beaten fairly. If Barca beat us, they're a great club. You know, that's the way it goes. But I don't like losing to stupid decisions like that. And we've ridded ourselves of that. There's no more talk of the penalty. We don't need to talk about the penalty now. Let's game on. Let's do it. Come on. 1-1. 40 minutes to go. I thought, you know what, with Fred's goal, did you do what I did? I thought, for a minute, I thought I celebrated it quick. And then the way, it didn't look like, I saw Fred running away, but no one really chased him. And I thought he's hit it wide and everyone's disappointed. I thought my instinct was right, it had gone in. And then the celebration didn't seem to be the way I thought it was going to be. And I thought, oh, has it gone just wide? It was a weird one. Goldbridge hot takes. We're back again, Aidan. We're back again. Fred off and Ronaldo came in for the second half, says Jacob. This is the thing about Fred as well. It's not just he has a shit game. He can have a crap first half and a good second half, or a great first half and a shit second half. He's a funny player, Fred. He's not defined by anything. Consistency, a bad half. Justice Jam on toast, says George. Oh, I tell you what, I'm loving these games though, and I can't be unfair to Barcelona because they are actually providing us with this. Last week at the new camp, tonight they've played their parts, but we're just going to be a much better team with that front four. As soon as Weghorst goes off, Barcelona are worried. Go on, Rashi, let's pass. Why is he not passed? Fucking hell, Rashford. Why has he not cut that back to Anthony there? Look, I know he's one of the best players in the world at the moment, and I think he has got a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or, but fucking pass here. Look, where's he going? Anthony, now. No, he doesn't. Oh, no, just pass it. He wants to score, that's what it is. And he does score, to be fair. Oh, here we go. Anthony's the ball, Casemiro. Here we go. On your left foot. Casemiro. Oh, got to get that out of his feet. I tell you what, this game's, it's hotting up. I tell you what, I fancy Anthony to score. Hot take number 2, Goldbridge. Hot take, Anthony. He's going to score. He's getting a load of space. That Baldy's not so bloody brave now. Fred needs more Brazilian on the field to play like one, says Lee. Thanks very much, Lee. Fredan, Freddie Charlton, Frenny Esther, says SK. Fred's going to burn out in a minute. He's everywhere at the moment. Here we go. Bruno, Rashford, Casemiro. Lovely ball. What a ball by Casemiro that is. Off the outside of his foot, 40 yards. Here's Sancho. He's got space down the left-hand side. Showed too much of it. I tell you what, I'm starting to think Sancho for Garnacho. I am starting to think that might be a move. I don't know whether Sancho can play 90 minutes anyway. And the way we're using the way we're using Sancho, I'd trust Garnacho. That's a foul. Clever play by Martinez, winning the foul off Lewandowski. And it is a foul. Come on. Mark, opinions on Newcastle versus United? None, J3. I've got absolutely none. You're asking me what about tomorrow night when I'm having the time of my life tonight? That can take care of itself. Sabitzer and... good shot by Anthony. Easy save for the keeper. Sabitzer and Garnacho for Sancho and probably Fred at some point. Barcelona are rattled, says Clay. They're doing nothing. Barcelona as an attacking team have done nothing in the whole game, which worries me a bit because they're so good they will do. But as I said before, this Barcelona defence has only conceded 7 goals in over 20 games in La Liga. I mean, what sort of shit is in La Liga? Because we've scored 3 in 2, and I think we look like scoring all the time against them. What was that in Ten Hag's half-time speech? Says Robin. I can't speak. I don't know. But this is why I said at half-time I think we'll come back, because he does it all the time. Arsenal, Man City, he does it all the time. He can change a game, Ten Hag, and he's not stubborn. He'll do it. Got to get the next goal. You got to get in front against Barcelona. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Mark, have you seen Garnacho's new haircut? I have, Tricky. I have. And Eric Ten Hag half-time talks are insane, says Mr. Tony. We're not there yet. Still time. So important to get that equaliser so early as well. Well up, San. Oh, no. Come Barca down the left-hand side. Wan-Bissaka, be careful. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. He's going nowhere. Martinez. Look at. You know what there? Can I just say? On the back post, Martinez against Lewandowski. He's going to get found out. He's going to get found out at some point. The big strikers in the Premier League, they're going to find him out. I'm telling you, they're going to find him out. He's too small for the Premier League. He's going to get found out. Lewandowski, one of the best strikers in the world, in a one-on-one in the air with Martinez, and he wins it. I've watched the game. I've played the game. Martinez is good in the air. This bullshit about his height was hilarious because it just shows they've never bloody watched him. Just been in a head-to-head debate with head-to-head challenge with Lewandowski, who's bigger than him, and he beats him. Bruno's just booted the ball against Frankie de Jong. Come on then! Come on then! Do you want some? Do you want some? Do you want some? Fucking Casemiro and Martinez, get involved. Get involved. Do you want some? Fucking come on then. Get McTominay on. He'll be loving this. Prats. He'd probably get booked, Bruno. He did boot the ball against de Jong. He's going to book him. To be fair, Bruno did boot the ball against him, and it's a bit of a no-no. It's a bit of a no-no on the pitch. You shouldn't do it. I've only seen it once, but I think Bruno knows what he's doing. De Jong goes down. Yeah, he bloody he does. Absolutely. That's for not joining us in the summer, you bloody flirt. Have that. A ball to the nuts. It is a yellow. Bit of fight, bit of spice. We like it. We like it, Tommy, don't we? We like it. So, we're on a pricker in. Gives a bit of spice. Not bothered about that. Rafinha had arms around the neck. Yeah, but only idiots in this country give red cards for that. Nice ball by Barcelona here, though. We've got to watch this Boldy. He's coming back into the game again. Crosses over hits. No, they won't keep it on. Rafinha's hands around the neck of Bruno, says Joshua. Yeah, but can I just be fair to Rafinha? It's not a bloody red card, and it wasn't a red card on Casemiro. That's just some bloody jobs with VAR assistant who did something stupid. We'll never see a red card for that again. United just got a prat. That player just put his hand on Bruno's neck. That's a red, says Tamba. And Rafinha had his hands on his neck, says SK. Yeah, but it's not a red, is it? It never should have been a red on Casemiro either. We'll just have to live with a stupid decision. What a header by Casemiro. Wide to Anthony. Lovely ball by Bruno. Come on, Anthony. The force is with you, lad. Come on. What you got? Oh, don't fall over. He's doing all right. Fred, switch. Switch it. Left-hand side. That's it. Move. Bruno. Come on. Chase it, Sancho. It goes to extra time if it stays 1-1. Bruno had to pull out of that 50-50. When you're on a yellow card, don't worry about that. He's got to pull out. It's not worth the risk. 61 minutes. This is now turning into the new camp now. I don't know whether you're feeling it at home. This is turning into the new camp. It's tense here. Barca on the attack with Rafinha. Terrible pass. Yeah, no, I don't like people who pull out of 50-50s, but Bruno's got to pull out there because in a 50-50, if you don't get it right, it's a second yellow and you're off. It's getting spicy, says Sonic. Fair play to Barca as well. I ain't got a problem with people grabbing and pushing each other. It's, we like a bit of that. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Momentum. Varane. Oh, yes, I love it. Anthony, come on. Back post for Sancho. Cut it back. Cut it back. Cut it back. Greedy. Greedy. You've got to put the cross in there, Anthony. That's twice. Rashford and Anthony. Put the bloody cross in. There's no away goals. Away goals died 2 years ago. Look at this from Anthony. It's a lovely ball by Varane, who's broken forward. He's onside. He can't hit Rashford straight, but the cutback's there. Varane's there. Fred's there. Sancho to the back post is the ball. Yeah, Ten Hag knows. He's fuming. Sancho's the ball there. Get a bit of height on it. Oh, I love football. I love football. I love football. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Martinez, you're a bloody brilliant player. Come on, Fred. Get in. Great. Come on. Yes. Come on. Good tackle, Casemiro. Rashford ain't going to get that. Great tackle, Martinez. Great tackle, Fred. It's going now. It's going now. It's like Rocky against Drago. They're exchanging punches. I tell you what, it could go either way. Barca on the attack here with Baldy. You've got to track him, Anthony. Stay on your feet. He's going to take you on. That's it. Close him down. I like the aggression from Varane and Martinez as well. They're not sitting back. They're coming out of the back four. Oh, great save, De Gea. Sancho loses his man on the back post. Koundé. Great save, De Gea, that. It's a good header. He's done well. Big save by De Gea. Big save by De Gea. This is a great game. Oh, it's cooking. It's cooking. Cross comes in. Get it out. Which way is it going to go? Varane, edge of the box. He's going to shoot. Straight at De Gea. Look at the Barcelona players following it in. We've opened and exposed them completely now, says Steve. Ten Hag's speech, we need to wake up. Huh? Says Saka. Ten Hag must notice the difference when Weghorst is off the pitch. Marcus, you've got it nailed on. 12th man is back and Barca are sweating, says Dale. We're going for this, but it's opening us up a little bit. We don't want extra time. But it's opening up. Anthony has been really poor. Wan-Bissaka, Varane have been excellent. Garnacho on for Anthony. You can't take Anthony off Edward. I think Sancho's going to come off. He's getting tired. Yeah, he is. Garnacho's coming on. I'm a genius. Well, we're most of... Oh, no. Delow's coming on as well. Oh, come on. We're dropping here. There's a ball to the far side. Anthony does well. It's opening up. Well done, Fred. That's our ball. Yes. Come on, Garnacho. I mean, I agree with that. 65 minutes. Sancho can't play 90. So you're going to have to make that change. Delow's coming on. I wonder who Delow's coming on for. I wonder if it is for Wan-Bissaka. It is. It is. I think Wan-Bissaka's been good second half, but first half he was a bit dodgy, but I actually thought he did all right first half. Might be just tired. He can make 5 subs, freshen it up. Probably wants a bit more attack. He probably wants to push Baldy back, you know. Wan-Bissaka's defensive, isn't he? He probably wants to push them back. Sancho's got to come off with Garnacho. That's a good sub. Don't forget One Football. That'll all change. Our stats carousel. So yellow cards, people coming on. That'll all change over there. Stats will be changing as well. I want to see those stats as they come round, actually. Don't forget you can download it for free. One Football. Apple and Android. To get all your latest breaking football news on there. 24 minutes to go. Next goal is going to be crucial here. It's not been a game of loads of chances, that's the thing. Both defences have done reasonably well. The power of the Stretford end, says Kai. They're almost sucking it in, aren't they? We've got a cup final on Sunday. We don't want extra time. Lovely. Oh, Bruno. Into Rashford. Oh, come on. Sort your bloody passing out. Still just a little bit nervy in the pass. Here's Anthony. Go on, lad. Delo. Oh, good play by De Jong, but Casemiro's going to pick it back up. Martinez, lovely ball to Anthony. Come on, Anthony. Come on, start showing us what you got. Bruno. Little dink. Kunde. Keep it in, Garnacho. That's it. Lovely stuff. Fred, that's not a bad cross. It's a shit cross, sorry. Spot with the subs. What a manager. See what we see. Spencer. Yeah. It's nice to be in tune with the manager, isn't it? Not only just a manager that we like, but a manager that we're in tune with. Let's have a look at those stats. It's still pretty much the same. 60% possession for them, 40% for us. Passing accuracy's only gone up by 1% as well. So we still could improve a lot more with our passing and our, distribution. That's a lovely ball if he keeps it in. And he's done well there, Baldy, but Delo does well. Come on, second ball, Anthony, yes. No, you've got to find a pass there, mate. Well done. Wins the throw. Jordan says, what a player Martinez is. I think Varane and Martinez have been brilliant. Casemiro's been his usual brilliant self. Everybody else, in and out of the game, let's be honest. But those three give you such a platform. I think even Luke Shaw's not had his normal good game tonight. Is it the calm before the storm? The next big chance? Who's going to get it? If it's United, it'd be a good time to score any time in the next 10 minutes. Well, Martinez wins, misses it, but Casemiro's there to mop up. Is that Torres coming on for Barcelona? Ferran. Torres. Garnacho looks like Brandon Williams in this hair, says Aditya. Maybe they'll think it is him. Oh, it's Sabitzer. He's not coming on yet. Fred is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Does it go straight to penalties? Does it go straight to extra time? I don't know. Can't pretend that I care about the Europa League enough to know what will happen. Extra time, yeah. Lewandowski's just gone down. I didn't really see much in that. I was given a yellow card. Yellow card? I didn't even see anything there. I just saw a 50-50 challenge and Casemiro's down. Who's he booking? Oh, he's got to be booking Lewandowski for that. Lewandowski comes down on bloody Casemiro's foot. Fred has been phenomenal this afternoon, says Thomas James, this half. Thank you very much. I think he's booked Lewandowski, which is actually he's probably got right. People are saying he should have been a red. The difference in tempo without Weghorst is insane, says Cameron. Yeah, I agree, mate. I think it's. I'm just a little bit worried about Casemiro here because it was a bad tackle. Garnacho, blocked. Fred, blocked. Anthony! Get in! I told you! I said Anthony was going to bloody score, and he does score, and Manchester United lead 2-1, and it's Anthony with a brilliant finish into the bottom corner, and I tell you what, I'm loving that goal, because I believe in this lad, like many of you do, but some of you don't. Some of you have been giving him shit. Some of you have been having a pop at him. Some of you have been calling him a flop. It's his first season in the Premier League. He's never played here. He's a young lad. The price tag wasn't his fault. Bottom left-hand corner. What you talking about now? I don't fancy Anthony. I don't think he's all that. Shut up. You know who I'm talking about. On bloody radio, on the bloody telly, in our fan base. Get in. Anthony, get in. Get in. Lovely finish. And that, I'll tell you what, we're winning. We're winning. We're winning here. We're winning against Barcelona. They're going to look for a foul by Bruno in this, aren't they? If they go back and have a look at this, I'm going to go bloody mad. There's no foul there. Absolutely not. Garnacho shoots. Fred shoots. And then Anthony's finish. Look at that. Oh, what a finish on the left foot. On the half volley. Bang. Into the bottom corner. Ter Stegen can't get it. And Manchester United lead 2-1 here. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. I'm so pleased. I tell you what, I've got it. Goldbridge hot take. I said it. Go back. I said we're going to win it in the second half. And I said, next hot take, Anthony's going to score. Get the clips. Matt, get on the clips. I said it at half time. We'll win in the second half. And I said in the second half, Anthony's going to score. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it out there. Get in. 15 minutes to go. 2-1. Breathe the pressure. Ooh. Get in there, says Grant. Head in the game, lads. Barca bullshit tactics will come out, says SK. Sit down, haters, says Twitch0. Anthony, says Nabil. Well, you know what? I like Anthony. And I think a lot of you like Anthony. I think some people don't, but I do. I want him to do well. I think he will do well. 15 minutes to go now. It's edge of the seat time. Squeaky bum time, says Sir Alex. They've created nothing. They've had a penalty and that's it. They've created nothing. We just need to keep working the way we have. This crowd's going to see us home now. Time here. How are we feeling, everybody? 15 minutes to go. United leading. This is like the Europa finals. Let's go, says Big Balls. I'm spinning around. Well, it's the Brazilian. It's the Brazilian. It's the Samba beat. Fred and Anthony. It's not Rashford tonight. It's the Brazil boys. Don't bring on Maguire. No. Have Barcelona conceded so few in La Liga, says Dean Corbett. How? I don't know. I think they're OP. I think they're OP. I ain't going to say anything till this game's over, but I've not been impressed with Barcelona defensively. Not even a tasty paella will save them now, says JD. Yellow card for Garnacho. We can finish them off here, says Lee. I'm glad we didn't buy Rafinha, says Sohan. He's a bad player. I have a feeling Ten Hag could be man of the match, Mark. The man's a genius, says Matthew. Regardless of who wins, both legs of this fixture have been fantastic. If we win this, it could be a folklore game, says Jammy. I don't think this game so far is... I don't think we've played particularly well. I don't think we've ever really got going, but I think we've shown what we've shown many times since Christmas is this tactical switch that makes us a different team in the second half. We saw it against Leicester. Leicester played very well against us on Sunday. He tweaked it, moved 3 players around, and we were brilliant second half. And the same thing has happened here. We've tweaked it. 1 player comes off, but 3 players change position, and it works. But I think I'm not going to jump the gun here because the game will change now. You know what happens. The momentum's going to swing. Barcelona are going to start attacking. Well done, Garnacho. Come on. Give him a pass. Give it to Bruno. Good ball to Fred. There's a ball on it. A lovely 1-2. Garnacho's back in. Left-hand side. Back post cross. Rashford's there. Oh. Cleared away. Cleared away. Great tackle by Fred. And it's a tackle, ref. Don't be stupid. Take your time. Take your time, Varane. Nicely into Anthony. Control. That's lovely. Give it to Casemiro. That's the ball. That's the ball. That's the ball. Casemiro into Anthony. Keep going. Slips it into Rashford. Go wide. Go wide. Oh, side netting. Wins a corner. Wants a corner. Doesn't get a corner. What is squeaky bum time? It won't let me say the other word, says Dylan. And what a couple of games this has been. Ten Hag is the boss. It's when you get nervous, Danny Smith. It's when you get nervous. Oh, ref could have given a foul there. He switched allegiance. This ref's become a red. If the score stays like this, you can guarantee 9 minutes of overtime, says James. And Rashford's in. Good play by Araujo, or however you pronounce it. And Rashford's gone down again here. That don't look good. They won't. Bruno, don't bloody point for them to kick it out. There ain't no chance they're going to put it out. Put it out. Put it out now. Martinez, put it out. Rashford's down. Let's have a look what happened. I think it's an impact injury more than anything. Sometimes these injuries are a worry because there wasn't really anything going on. I don't know what he did. He might be a bit of a dead leg situation going on. 10 minutes to go here. 2-1 to Manchester United. La Liga's best side, comfortably top of the league, only conceded 7 goals all season, and United has scored 4 against them in 2 games. Right, player ratings are out. Let's have a look what's going on with Rashi here. Alonso's coming on for the Barcelona. Too early for player ratings. We normally put them out on 70 minutes, mate. It's we've only got 10 minutes to go. I know it doesn't feel like that because a lot of things can happen in these last few minutes. But I mean, look, football's a funny old game. You've got no idea what's going to happen in these next 10 minutes, but we have defended really well. Apart from that, actually, I tell a lie, there was that really good save from De Gea from Koundé, wasn't there? But apart from that, they've not really done anything. Here we go. Nice little flick. Get rid of it. Lovely play. Yellow card for Barcelona. 8 minutes. Garnacho goes down. Thanks for the super chat. Mark, I was listening to you scream about Fred while I was in my exam and jumped up from it. Almost getting in trouble for cheating, says Joe. Mark, is your net worth over $1 million? Because on Google it says your net worth is $1 million. I don't know why we're having conversations like this. I'm kicking every ball watching this, Mark. Been donkey's years since I've watched games feel like this, says David. Yeah, it's been bloody brilliant, mate. I'm really, really, really enjoying it. And I tell you what, this is the first time I've been nervous because I think we're there. We're very close to something very, very special. So this is probably the first time I've felt nervous. I always love these sort of games where you test yourself against big teams, but I'm actually feeling a little bit nervous now because it's the finishing line is in sight when you're winning a game. What a second half! What a manager! What a, the tactical switch, absolutely brilliant. Oh, they're still smiling. Oh, no, he's not smiling. Just looking at some Barcelona fans here. Mark, just imagine Osman in 9 with this. Well, just imagine having someone like bloody Martial fit, really. There's going to be a lot of stoppage time, 6 minutes plus stoppage time, 100%. I mean, look, you know what? The penalty was a disgrace, but I'm glad we're not talking about it. And if you take that penalty out of this game, what have Barcelona done? What are we talking about here? I mean, I've got to be honest. I think Leicester played better than Barcelona. Actually, put Leicester in La Liga, they'd probably win it. Premier League's better than La Liga. Oh, Casemiro's going to get a book in here. Yeah, yellow card. Pulled him down. He knows. He knows. Now that, if you do that in the box, it's a penalty. Bruno didn't even do that. Garnacho didn't roll enough. You have to out Barcelona, says Kenneth. Still a long way to go. I still think Barcelona might get a good chance. But no, I stand by what I said. Leicester created chances against us. I mean, Barcelona, they may well do it in the next 10 minutes because that's what tends to happen. But in reality, they've created very little, have they? The Koundé chance is probably their best chance. Frankie, what's the score? Sing it, boys, says Graham Barber. Thanks everyone for tuning in, by the way. Please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 600k. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with the United Stand. We're live every night at 8 o'clock, every morning at 10. As things stand, we'll be in the Europa League draw tomorrow morning. I'm not jinxing anything, Tim. I'm staying quiet. McTominay's coming on for Rashford. I wonder whether Rashford's carrying an injury here. He's not. He's no. Rashford off. I hope that's not... nothing bad. Well, I mean, I don't think it will be anything bad, but we are playing a cup final in 2.5 days, so even if it's just a little bit of a minor thing. Scooby-Doo's on. Don't worry, we'll be all right. I've got my Scooby-Doo. I've got my tartan jammers on. We'll be fine. Scott McTominay. Simon will be fine. Fred has been really good today. Good crap first half, good second half. I owe you an apology, Fred. I wasn't familiar. Sanish says, I owe you an apology, Fred. I wasn't familiar with your game. Can you simultaneously be miserable and excited, says Jammy? The match reaction is going to be great if we win this, but I can't jinx it. We're not even at 90 minutes yet. Still time. When you're desperately trying to pass time. Bruno just keeps pushing. Love him, says Shiam. I think that reflects Manchester United. What a captain. I do think that Bruno's performance today, Fred's performance today, it's that perseverance. I don't. Luke Shaw's performance today. I don't think they've played particularly well, but you can't play well every week. McTominay's made a good bursting run here. But it's that perseverance to pull a good performance out of a bad performance, and I think we've seen that second half with Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka and Fred and Bruno. That perseverance to put in a performance in the second half. Here we go though. Barcelona has made a really good run here. It's got a bad feeling to it. This. Well done though. Varane and Martinez again. Brilliant. That centre back partnership working hard. Still a long time to go, though, lads. No Pedri, no Gavi, no Dembele, says JM. Barcelona fans, don't be coming at us with your excuses about injuries. You pulled more levers than a bloody pinball machine in the summer. You bought half of fucking Europe. No chance. We're not having that. We're missing players. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks to that. Anyway, we're missing Eriksen. We're missing Martial. Anthony's only just come back. We bought bloody nothing in the summer. In the January transfer window. You're top of La Liga. You've only conceded 7 goals this season. We've scored 4. They've conceded 7 goals in 22 games. They're 8 points clear at the top. That's who we're playing tonight. And last Thursday. This Barcelona side is 8 points clear at the top and has only conceded 7 goals. We've scored 4 past them in 2 games. 7 goals conceded in 22 games. We've scored 4 in 2. Can we play you every week? 5 minutes added on. I don't mean that means we're going to win. I'm just saying I think we've played really well against this Barcelona side. I'd like to play them every week. There's a lot of nerves in the chat. That's probably why I'm talking shit. Please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right hand corner. We are going to be defending now. I hate this part of a game because you play dominant football and then there's 4 minutes left and you suddenly stop playing dominant football and invite pressure. Ten Hag, he's furious. He's angry. He's agitated. Big game nerves. What a night it's been, though. I just want to say everybody who's tuned in, we've been up and down the roller coaster across both games. And I know there'll be Barcelona fans watching and people that don't want United to win watching. But to be honest, the Nou Camp was fantastic. This has been brilliant. It's just been a game of whatever happens, it's been good. I just hope we can get over the finishing line because it has been a good game. Oh, Garnacho, you've got to be quicker than that. Oh, Tell you what, we were lucky there. I thought the way Garnacho was running, I thought it was going to go out for a bloody goal kick, and they put a good cross in. There was 3 players lined up. That could have been a worry. This only shows how tremendous Erik ten Hag has been. We all now need a proper new owner, says Rui. I think it's almost impossible to play in a team with Martinez in it and not fight for a victory, says Nick P. Did you ever believe that we'd be in this position this time last season? He's a genius, says John. Well, we're not really in a position yet. But no, a year ago, I wouldn't have thought United would be where we are. But ultimately, we're only into the last 16 of the Europa League. But we're not. As I said, this is not about the Europa League. This is about beating Barcelona. This is about beating the best team in Spain at this moment in time. We're not there yet. There's still 2 minutes to go, and they've got a good overlap, and it's Lewandowski, and it's cleared off the line by Varane. But Casemiro wants a handball. Heart attacks has gone. I know. Lewandowski does well. Varane does great. I don't know what we're talking about a handball for. There's not an offside in it either. You know, tell you what, corner to them. Varane and Martinez for me have been absolutely fantastic. They've been absolutely incredible. They've been absolutely incredible, Mark. Absolutely fantastic. It reminds me of Take That on tour. They've been absolutely magic at the end of the night when we sing. Absolutely magic. It's been absolutely incredible. Varane and Martinez both deserve man of the match for me. Oh, we did get an offside. Oh. They've not given him a sniff. Like Lewandowski, apart from that, he's hardly had a sniff in 2 games. 30 seconds to go. Quiet Bridge. Look, I don't know whether the clips are out there. Matt, you're watching. At half-time, I said, we'll win this. At 1-0 down, we'll win this. And when Anthony came on, during the early minutes of the second half, I said, hot take, Anthony will score. He scored the bloody winner. Garnacho down the... Go for the corner. Go for the corner. Don't go for the corner. Go for the corner. He's not gone for the corner. He's blown the whistle. Come on. Come on. Best league in the world. Manchester United beat La Liga's best. Let's have a look at the tweet I've just put out. Yes, get in. Get in. Where are you at? La Liga. Get in the bin. The Premier League, Manchester United, have put La Liga's best side in the bin. They're out. They've conceded 7 goals in 22 league games, and United have scored 4 against them in 2. Can we play you every week? I said, can we play you every week? Leicester were better than you. I tell you what, Xabi, you can take your dodgy penalties, you can take your bloody dodgy decisions in the new camp, and you can get out of Manchester because Leicester were better than you. Get out. Good result. No, fair play to Barcelona. They played their part. What a couple of games that's been. I loved the new camp. I loved it tonight. And look, let's hope we're meeting them again next season in the Champions League in the latter stages, because I thoroughly enjoyed those games. They're the 2 most tense games we've had at Manchester United for years. Lewandowski at the end, Varane clearing it off the line. 2 fantastic clubs going up against each other, and 2 of the most enjoyable games I've watched in a long time that engaged you from minute 1 to the end. And I'm so pleased that Anthony's got that goal. Absolutely fantastic result for Manchester United. And yeah, look, loads to get into in the match reaction. Don't forget to do your player ratings as well. And we will get on with that, of course. But Manchester United are victorious and will go into tomorrow's draw to play who knows who. It's a long way to win it. I don't think that means we're going to win it. I think that's more of a line in the sand thing. But Manchester United win. And I will talk to you on the match reaction in a couple of minutes where we'll do the player ratings and we'll digest that. Fantastic. Speak to you in a minute.